Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First off, shout out to Steven Roto, man, for hooking up that fire intro. Greatly appreciated. It's a new season, new NFL season, which means brand new season of Rumboyz After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. We are so excited to bring you nonstop laughter and fantasy football content and banter and just over under and betting and money lines and just DFS and it feels so good to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not already. Make sure that you also spike the like, that gray button, make it go blue, that thumbs up. You know what to do. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our panelists of guests, our guest panelists for tonight's evening. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, you guys know him very, very well. You can catch him here. He's here practically every night, representing the Lateral Crew, representing football absurdity. Ladies and gentlemen, Herms NFL.
It's your boy Herms, the Ronald Jones of fantasy football analysts. Woo! Yeah. Driving
Definitely
the ball.
are not.
What up?
You got bars. You good. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, representing Fantasy Six Pack. You guys can check them out here also as well and on the SportsMe app. Give it up for Pangs Picks.
Oh, this is freaking bullshit. If there's an OnlyFans, there should be an OnlyMans.com. Oh, hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing today? Just sending out an email to get a new site up and running.
Oh man, my goodness.
I'm going to be sitting in the dark this whole ass show. Oh no, my light's going out. Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Blow out. I know exactly how that feels.
Living my
life. I do nothing but angry emails. My bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys can catch him, a host of Dynasty Hot Sauce. Give it up for Fantasy Football Larry Monkey.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with some hot takes out my motherfucking mouth? Welcome. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, baby.
He said it's kind of hot. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, this man is a writer for Razzball and much more. He is one of the funniest motherfuckers that I know. Give it up for the Joey Wright. Shit. There we go.
Hey, what's going on? So my wife is literally crawling on her hands and knees behind me right now. Out the door there. She goes, "What's up, everybody? How are we doing tonight?" She really was. She was like, "I want to be in the shot." So I was a little distracted. So
I've been there. I've been there. I completely understand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably like the coolest way that someone has probably ended up on the show. You're just like, yo, what, like their guest appearances I could get on. And then I was just like, it's their guest appearances that you can get on.
I never.
Right. And I had to make sure that we brought him on. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Talanco. What's up, Mike?
Just sending my money to Ping for those feet picks. There we go. All right. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Nice.
This is
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
This is going to be a very, very interesting show. Already, I could tell. Ladies and gentlemen, really quick, shout out to the chat. I see Pat up in the chat. What up, Pat? Person, you need what? Oh my gosh! For whom the bell tolls. Daniel, what's good? What's good? Bob, I see you up in the chat. Hey, let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, this show is brought to you by monkeyknifefight.com and the Monkey Knife Fight app. Be sure to utilize promo code Rumboyz in all caps for a match on your very first deposit all the way up to $100. You can go ahead and put down whatever you're comfortable with, but put your very first match all the way up to $100. Daily fantasy prop action. We are going to have you guys covered. You already know what it is. We're probably going to break down maybe a prop or two on tonight's show. Don't listen to Payne. I'm kidding.
You shouldn't. I lost a bad yesterday. I have to go and earn money on the side now.
I lost on freaking my more or less. So I feel it. And also, this show is brought to you by the SportsMe app. Download the SportsMe app. If you have a fantasy football question, please shoot a quick video over there. Let us know, how we can help. You can literally get at any one of us that are on this panel. I think like damn near almost everyone has like an account. And just let us know, at us. We'll take care of you. Sunday mornings AMA sessions coming, and much more over on the SportsMe app. Y'all ready to get into it? Y'all ready to talk some fantasy football?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So we did have a game last night.
Really?
Fucking lead. We are back into the full swing of things. Not that, Zerline's leg wasn't in the full swing of things, but that's neither here nor there.
Ouch.
I think for home the bell tolls, just somebody posted like a meme of like a guy just kicking the ball to the right. It was like, this is what Greg Zerline sees on Madden. He's just like kicking the ball off to the side.
I almost fucked up. I just almost fucked up. Hold on, fellas. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls want to do dilly. I was about to curse us all. Okay, but we did have an amazing game last night, and finally, it just felt amazing. It felt right. It had kind of all the makings of what you really want an opening day game to be. I'm sure the general consensus will be that it lived up to all the hype. But let's go through everyone's favorite moments from the Cowboys versus Buccaneers Thursday Night Football. Herms, start us off.
Oh man. Okay. Well, there's like two ways I can go with this. I can bust out like a favorite moment, or I can hop on a soapbox and yell at people about something. I will give
to both.
Okay. So my favorite moment, the part where I fell asleep while everybody tagged me for Ronald Jones fumbling. That was really good. My old man ass fell asleep for like that 10 minutes there, and I wake up and it's like, oh no! Oh God! Oh! So that was cool. No, but like actual in-game shit, dude, man, like Leonard Fournette really bailed out Tom Brady on that, because he's like falling down, like, oh no! Like, I feel like there's part of Tom Brady that like was hoping he had a little more mustard on that ball to, try and get it out of bounds, but it was just like, man, if Leonard Fournette hadn't gone up there and just, like that would have been pick six city. Like, holy shit. Like that was a real game saver for the Bucs there. Like that shit was like, yo, you got bailed out, homie. Like shit.
Both running backs for Tampa are the ones that created the turnovers. The pick didn't come off of a fucking receiver whose literal job is to catch the ball. No, it came off of a fucking running back in Leonard Fournette. And then Ronald Jones just gets peanut punched and just fumbles. Just look, for those that if you've played football, or those that don't know what it's like to peanut punch someone, or either
that was a peanut punch, correct? You said peanut punch. Peanut punch?
Yeah. The peanut punch. Okay, for those that don't know what the peanut punch is, it's example time. It's time for us to teach you football.
Yeah.
You are running with the ball. You have possession of the ball. Defender comes up and punches ball out.
Oh, wrong one.
Shout out to Peanut Tillman. And that's who created the move and invented that. And honestly, when you do it, when you do that, like as a defender, that might be more badass than an interception, because the accuracy and the force that it takes to come down, like it's boxing at that point. You're utilizing boxing at that point. So hey, I just want to shout out just the one of the most sacred moves in football, the peanut punch, and it sucks that it happened to Ronald Jones. Both of us being Ronald Jones truth terms.
Three of us. I was drafted.
Oh yeah, all three of us.
No one was surprised.
He was a good value. He was a good value buy, and I loved him for that.
Bro, I promise you, like I felt like when that happened, I felt like Mr. Krabs busted in my door in the middle of the play. Was like world's smallest violin from SpongeBob.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. I will say though, like for people that are like overreacting to this, like to quote esteemed 90s band Bare Naked Ladies, it's been 1 week So
Does he
like,
look
you know, you can, yeah, like it's very good to not overreact to things. But the quick point that I want to make before we move on, CD Lamb, you know, with all these problems with the drops and the whatnot, 23.4 points in PPR ESPN scoring. Yeah, remember like the whole conversation we had like in the offseason about like yeah, Deontay Johnson with the drops, but if you get enough volume, the drops don't matter. Well, CeeDee Lamb, yeah, there were some weird drops, but he has the volume, so it doesn't matter. Just like, I don't know, man. Oh,
Law of
God.
averages a motherfucker.
Exactly.
All
I don't know. I felt that was important to throw out there. Just like, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Those NFL football, those are white stripes, so apparently it's easy to catch. Shout out to Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Payne.
You know, just to hit what Herm said too. At the end of the day, he also made plays after the catch. Right, he's taking it for another couple of yards. He was good. It was just awesome to watch CeeDee Lamb do it. And then, you know, Charles Tillman, one of the greatest Bears to ever exist. Props to Robbie for knowing that. My favorite part of the game, just in general, was not Rojo. That's for damn sure. Was actually kind of seeing how Amari Cooper just continues to develop his route running, right? Like, people were saying, like, you got to get CeeDee Lamb over him. And I'm just like, why? Like, Amari Cooper is still in his, mid-20s? Still all around, like good at everything he does. Fast, he's pretty strong, good, solid hands when he needs to have solid hands. He's always not the best hands, but he's improving. He's literally getting better every year. And his, 32 points, 33 points, or almost 40 points in PPR showed that, right? He's the guy. I don't know why we had this whole Amari Cooper is done, but Michael Gallup, go draft him. This whole fucking thing, it didn't make any sense to me. And you've seen it. I know you guys all seen it on Twitter or on Instagram, whatever. Like, people were like, "Oh, fade him at round 3, round 4. Go get Mike Evans. Fade him. Go get Deontay Johnson at round 5." Like, no, Cooper never should have been faded. If he lands on you around 3, get him, right? If you say Allen Robinson's better, fine. Who cares? But I love to see it. He does look injured, and I think somebody's called it out that he might have rib injuries. We might see it come up as a cue in the beginning of the season, beginning of week 2. So shout out to my best ball buddies for making that call early.
Okay. Larry.
I'm still kind of out on Cooper, actually. You know,
Same.
man, yeah, he had a great game. It was great, and it's super rare that he even does anything on the road, because his splits last year were just awful. And he has goose eggs. He's a goose egg guy once in a while, as is Mike Evans. And Mike Evans showed us, you know, one of his goose eggs last night, basically. So, you know, CeeDee Lamb looked great. I don't care about the drops. You know, playing on the road, first game of the year, whatever. You know, Tom Brady doing his thing. I think all the fantasy guys showed their stuff last night. All the Rojo guys, excuse me, you're not surprised, right? You were just disappointed again. You know, that's what Rojo does. He disappoints.
It happens.
And you know,
it was baked into the like the spectrum of possibilities. You know, it
right.
Yeah. I mean,
no one was surprised.
Hey, Zeke also shit the bed too. So I mean,
Zeke took a dump, but you know what? If you're okay, this was a big topic today. Are you buying or selling Zeke? Buy Zeke. Now's the time to do it. He just faced the top run defense the last 2 years. The strength of schedule for the Cowboys is second best in the league, or second worst, or whatever, however you want to look at it. Yeah, I think things are looking up for Dallas. I was impressed by Dak, you know, coming off that horrific, ankle injury. He came. I mean, the Cowboys they're going to be in some shootouts, and I think all those guys. I mean, Dalton Schultz. Hey, baby, I got into some Dalton Schultz arguments in the last year. Schultz or Jarwin. I mean, that's fun to see that how they divvied up their targets. You know, I'm sure Jarwin's still working his way back into things, but you know, Schultz is a sell. Zeke is a buy. I know, you know, you love Cooper, but I want to get rid of Cooper, man. You know, I think that is, I mean, he's just, his value is just through the roof. I know, and he's at a great age, and the injury, he's always got a foot injury, always. And he doesn't put up great numbers on the road. No, last night, maybe that's a trend that's going to continue, but maybe it's an anomaly also. So
there's this foot trend going on tonight, and y'all are scaring me, Joey.
What up? So yeah, like it was a game of like two different mindsets for me because I am a Bucks fan, so I was stressed out the whole time. But as a fantasy football player, I loved last night. It was so much fun. My favorite aspect of the game, honestly, was watching Antonio Brown.
I hate
I
that
think,
man, but he's so good.
I think he will be not the best wide receiver for the Bucks this year, but I think he's going to be the most consistent. I don't think he'll ever lead a game and I mean, he probably will lead 1 or 2 games in receptions, but I think he'll always get some work where Evans and Godwin might go back and forth. Like I fully expect Evans next week against Atlanta is the one that leads in receptions and touchdowns and everything. But I had a blast last night watching that game. Yeah.
You're right about that AB shit though, because like even I think like what was it like Winston's last year there? It was always just like is it going to be Godwin? Is it going to be Evans? Is it going to be Godwin? Is it
fucking
so
love
just
Godwin,
like
man?
Yeah, so like instead of canceling each other out, fully and just like who else is it going to be? It's like well, there's that one guy's stuck there right in the middle that we just like boom, like I don't know.
Do you guys see that
Wanted to throw that out there.
That move he did where he like did that small stutter step? That looked so fluid. It looked like he lagged. It didn't even look like he stopped. It looked like he just skipped a frame and kept the same speed. Fucking amazing. I hate the guy, but goddamn, he's good.
Nah, he looks good. I mean, I think Brady is vested in him making a huge comeback. It just feels like that.
It's that is 100% like down to that target share last night. Like you could see it. I was like, yeah, this is definitely on full display of like he's clearly emotionally invested in AB's return. So do I think that? I mean, I have AB on a couple of rosters. So like, was I like from a moral standpoint, fuck AB.
Yes.
But also shout out to AB because he gave us a lot of subscribers during all of his craziness because we were reporting it because we were getting a lot of it first before anyone else. Shout out to my homies that live down in Florida. So hey, it is what it is. Mike,
baby.
Pops though, man, that was a good run he did.
What's up, Gary? See, we got Gary up in the chat. Yo, I love our live chat.
Gary, what's up, buddy?
Hey, it's my dude Gary. What's up, man? So for me, really, it's gotta be Dak. And seeing where he fell in some drafts, like compared to last year, and then just seeing them use him like you want them to use him, right? Like designed runs and decent scrambles on his own, like no fear in the pocket, jokingly, it was really nice to see Zeke Elliott block a bunch. Man, I wish I could get points for blocking, but
right.
Not a blocking league.
Right.
Have me, bro.
Damn, I need some blocking and scoring, but just to reel it back to him, because I saw the comment that no one's selling Zeke, and no one honestly should sell Zeke. I think in your home league, maybe you got somebody panicking on Zeke, but you're crazy to be selling on him because they'll use him as the weeks go on. Okay. But yeah, it was Dak for me.
I am selling Zeke. Okay, I am selling Zeke. I have a fantasy league for charity that I'm in. Pauly's playoff shout to Pauly's playoff. And Alzheimer's awareness.
Shane Barrett.
And Shane Barrett is the one who runs that. And somebody donated. Someone, I guess, it had to be someone that has a fucking vengeance against me because they did it. It was 2 different people, but 2 people clearly had a vengeance against me. Everyone knows that I'm not high on either Zeke or Barkley. Someone literally was willing to donate $100 per pick for my first rounder and my second rounder for me to have to pick Zeke or Saquon. How much do you hate me? Like I get the charity aspect. That's fun. That's funny. But I'm letting y'all know I'm trading them. I'm trading them this week. Both of them. Bye. Bye.
He's a trade for Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette.
No, I'm not. No, you got jokes. You got jokes. But hey, I'll let Barkley go for Gibson. Taco, what's good? Taco on the show, ladies and gentlemen. TDS Sporting.
What's good, everybody? I tried to do a shotgun, but I completely have been so far removed from college that I forgot how to do it. And most of the beer's on my shirt, and it kind of like went so far down my shirts, like in my boxers. So like I'm swimming in beer right now.
You gotta catch up. You're like 4 behind. Let's go. Come on.
Don't worry, baby. It's about to be Pound Town.
That's how you know it's good, right? Because you're wearing it.
Try it again. Try it one more time.
I'm like, I have one chill in the freezer. I'm gonna try it with the brand new shirt on. So you know what? Laundry day's tomorrow, thank God. But yo, I gotta be honest, man. I was anti-Zeke before this. All he did was fuel the fire, baby. Fuck Zeke, fuck that. They suck. It's all Dak. You're buying into what? How many times are you gonna run plays for Tony Pollard versus this defense for you to not to realize, hey, you know what? This is gonna be more of a timeshare than we realize, and let me get out of these Zeke shares before I'm screwed. Now I understand. It's a good defense that we have over there. The Bucs are pretty good, but you know what? They didn't look that great last night.
No. I mean, and their only weakness is their secondary. I mean,
2 guys got injured. I mean, you're
And
playing
it's even
out there
weaker
with
now.
Jamel
Yeah.
Dean
I want
and
to bring up this comment here in the chat. Dallas really showed out. How many NFL teams start 0-1 and have their betting odds of winning their division go up?
That one.
That usually does not happen.
That's called recency bias. Robbie, you know that's called recency bias.
That's definitely
It's called
recency
losing
bias.
with style.
Everybody knows the Giants are winning the division, right, Taco?
What
right?
the fuck?
Isn't that
Honestly, can you honestly tell me that you think that after watching that these Washington, formerly known as Redskins, don't have a good ass shot to beat the hell up on them? And I gotta say this: let's not disrespect Ryan Fitzpatrick, because Fitzpatrick could turn to Fitzmagic, and if that shit happens, Lord knows the Cowboys are in for trouble.
Hey, let's be real. The only reason why he got benched last year was because Miami wanted to see what they had in Tua.
They compound their errors.
Yeah, if there was no eagerness for Tua to have to get on the field, Fitz probably never loses that job, and Miami might ended up being in the damn playoffs.
No,
Let's not forget who has the best defense.
No chance. Fitzpatrick's never made the playoffs.
Hey,
So-
You know what? Never say never, baby.
have you seen the movie Angels in the Outfield? It can happen.
Have you seen Air Bud? Shit's weird out there.
Oh my God! You did not just quote Air Bud. What the fuck? What are you doing?
Cowboys hung with
It's a
the world
sports
champ.
movie.
Yeah, man, I think I understand that the betting odds going up or whatever that was. You know, they hung with the world champs. There was a good evaluation of their team because the Dak's coming back opening night on the road against the world champs, returning all their starters.
Yeah.
You know, they played well.
Dak looked good. You
Yeah,
can't
Dak-
front on
I
that.
think that's
Dak
the most
looked good.
important.
Dak looked great.
I'm just happy I increased my bankroll last night. That fuck the Cowboys.
Yo, fuck Rojo. How about that? Oh my God, he got me -0.3.
In one of my best ball leagues, I owe
Herbs.
money to underdog right now.
I
because
think
have
me
Rojo as the only starter.
and Ping had the same DFS lineup last night. And I threw Rojo in there in the last minute, and like everyone's bawling, and I'm like, "Is Rojo gonna play?" Like literally, I took him out in the last minute in my other league, and that was just because Tyson Williams just got the job. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's that bad.
Gosh. Let's see. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go move into the next topic, and we'll start with you here, Taco.
Mhm.
Curtis Samuel is placed on IR for the next 3 weeks. How would you advise those in deeper roster formats? You know, where maybe they have to start like 3 receivers, like have like extra flexes. So you know they have to maybe think about starting would have been thinking about starting Curtis Samuel. How do you advise those in deeper roster formats or deeper leagues to go about the situation? Is it J.D. McKissick or is it De'Ami Brown? And this actually comes courtesy of the SportsMe app.
I think that's such an interesting question. And I think when we saw in preseason that both these guys could have a role, and we could see, you know, McKissick more in the short yardage situations with Brown being more of a vertical option. And I think when you already compound that with the fact that Logan Thomas and Terry are going to eat, I think those 2 guys are going to eat. I think you're going to see a lot of Gibson playing up in the passing game. And more than likely, I think that if you want to get a big shot, you're probably going to play Brown because you think he has a better shot in getting a long touchdown. But if you want to be safe and just try to get a couple of points in there, get a couple of singles, you're not looking for a home run hitter, you go with JD because he might catch 4 or 5 passes that might only go 50 yards, but that's still 10 points. He'll get you more likely a safe 10 points versus Brown, who could take it to the house and get a 60-yard touchdown. I saw a couple of plays where Fitzpatrick was hitting Brown on that deep ball, and it was looking like, wow, this guy could be an interesting guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm probably staying away from that situation anyway, though. Like, there's probably someone better that you can get off the waiver wire who'd be, you know, more of a target share type guy.
I don't know. I feel like you know, if I'm in a deep, like, you know, deep format, you know, 14 plus, you know, type team situation.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, in that kind of league, maybe
I'm probably gonna go Diami. Like it's just the film, just it makes my soul feel good.
Oh my god.
You know,
Curtis Samuel's living up to his rep, though.
Oh yeah, Curtis Samuel's doing Curtis Samuel things, and I'm like, fuck it, let it happen. I'm like, more targets for Terry McLaurin, more targets for F1. Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I think Taco said it well when he started out talking about, you know, the difference in the dynamic between the two, and it really comes down to what you value as a fantasy player. If you're Mr. Boombastic, right, then maybe you're looking at Diami, right? But JD McKissic, I like anyway. You know, I think he'll have a role. I understand the love that's out there for Antonio Gibson, and it's well warranted. But even with Gibson on the field last year, like, you still saw him involved enough to slip into that flex where you would have Samuel. But I also think that you'll probably find the replacement for Samuel on your roster, like on the bench right now. And I don't know if you want to go out hunting, you know, for either of these two to try to make that replacement value for you. You probably drafted somebody, or if you're playing Dynasty, you probably have somebody else hanging out on your roster that you'd rather have, other than making a panic move and trading away stuff that you don't want to trade away early in the season.
Hey, his name is well, yeah, if you really, oh shit. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Damn it. Juju, Javonte Williams, or Zach Moss, full PPR
for week
Javonte.
Yeah.
The season or week one or
which one?
Maybe context.
Say week one. And season, honestly.
Is this DFS? Like, cause no, for real, like, so really quick, when you guys let us know so we could give you accuracy on that. We do cover everything. So if you guys do have fantasy football questions, please let us know, you know, the exact format. So like,
give me Juju week one.
Up, down, yes, whatever. If it's DFS, include dollar amounts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, they're playing. The Steelers are playing
Buffalo?
fucking Buffalo. Oh no, fuck that.
It's gonna be tough. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, obviously, as a fan of the team, but like for fantasy purposes, I'm like, oh god, no. It's gonna be
Tre'Davious White season.
Hoovercraft. Good job.
Hell yes.
Get that money.
Good shit, Ubi. Good shit. I did not play any baseball tonight. I was like, I'm not doing that to myself.
I haven't played baseball since middle school.
But Mike, continue. I'm sorry. Oh, he's muted. I think he's muted. Oh,
Mike's on mute.
No, I'm sorry. No,
there he is.
I was pretty much done, but like, I feel bad now.
no, you're great. You're good.
But
Joey.
Oh, gosh. This was a tough day for me, everybody. I had the Sarah McLachlan playing all day. I had the candles lit. I planted my flag real hard on Curtis Samuel this year. And so I really just want to talk to the Curtis Samuel owners right now to let them know, or the managers. I don't want to say owners, managers. I want to talk to you guys right now. If you've got an IR spot, go on SportsMe, and there is a video of me like literally crying to Angel by Sarah McLachlan. It's there.
Hey, it's some
He's a real showman.
That's amazing.
It took 4 takes because my kid wouldn't stop talking, but I love my kid. So it's all right.
Shut up! I'm crying.
So yeah, no, it's like
Shut up,
seriously.
kid. I'm
trying to process my feelings.
No, at the end of the year, I really want to do like a SportsMe blooper tape of me saying "fuck" over and over and over again. But no, Curtis Samuel owners, if you've got the IR spot, please use it, because if he comes back from this injury and he comes back mid-season, Washington's schedule towards the end of the year, they're going to get the Eagles twice and the Cowboys twice every other week for the last 4 weeks of will be 3 weeks your playoffs, and then the last week your fantasy regular season. Curtis Samuel, if he's in the slot, Ryan Fitzpatrick has targeted the slot more than any quarterback over the last 8 seasons, percentage-wise. So if you've got those IR spots, please use them. If you've got the roster space and you can just let him hang there, let him hang there. Do not drop him. In my article on Razzball, I did say that in the second half of the year, he'll have his breakout, because in the beginning of the offseason, I was saying, he's going to be great. He's going to be great. He wasn't showing up for training camp, didn't show up for the preseason. And it was just like, I'm losing it. And today was like the final, like, nail in the coffin. Like, this is not going to happen right away, but it is going to happen. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm just holding on too strong. But if he does come back, it's there for him to succeed.
Okay. So for team out of nowhere, I'm still gonna say Javonte. I'm not. Yeah.
Did he say if it was DFS yet?
Dynasty.
It was Dynasty. Week 1 in Dynasty.
Week 1. I mean, how do you know Javonte is gonna have as many touches as Juju? Melvin Gordon still gonna be in the way.
Look, I mean, with the new offense under Matt Canada, Juju's probably going to be anywhere between 3rd and 4th in line for targets. It's going to go Deontay. It's going to go. I mean, Najee maybe, but also Chase Claypool's involvement. I mean, it's just. Yep. I love Juju Smith-Schuster, the player, but for fantasy, it's very, very dicey. So I mean, this is not a very good matchup for it, to be honest.
I just worry about that Buffalo defense. They're going to terrorize teams.
If Trey White can take Deontay out of it or something, then sure. But I don't know.
I mean, he could, honestly, potentially, like Tre'Davious White, Deontay Johnson. I'm going to take Trey White heads up in that matchup all day, every day. I'm sorry, but Deontay, you about just a little bit bigger than my little ass.
I mean, I don't know, man.
He got taken out of the game last year. That made me real sad. Like literally and figuratively taken out of the game. He's just like, God, it was revenge season for Deontay.
You know what's crazy though? Last year, Juju did still finish in the top 25 of all wide receivers in PPR scoring.
He's very good.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about a game versus the Bills, where more than likely that Bills offense will be able to move that ball, and you're going to probably be seeing negative game scripts. I think if it's PPR, full point PPR, I would go Juju just because he's a little safer. Javonte, I still need to see it happen. I don't know what's going to happen. And he's still got 3 wide receivers, and the Giants are no slouch versus the run. Like versus the pass, you might have a better shot than versus the run. So I think this might be a game where you might see Sutton, Fant, or Judy, one of those guys go off versus the running backs.
It's just
because remember, Juju could have 5 catches for 50 yards, and that's 10 points. That's the hack.
The Broncos are fucking giant, bro. Like that's off their matchup. Like I'm sorry, bro. I am petrified of the Bills defense. Bro,
I have exposure to both players, and I'm playing both players. So I mean, it's defensible whichever way you want to go. Like I don't know. Like
he's like devil's advocate wins no matter what.
Bro, you definitely don't have an obvious choice of which one to go with.
Oh yeah,
that's
a tough one.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. If we saw more Javonte, though, it's hard. It's easier. We don't have.
It's just clue. The answer is not Zach Moss from the question. That's the clear answer.
That's fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah, we get to get that little part of it. If that helps, just reduce it from 3 to 2 choices.
Larry, let's get back on the topic of the show sheet. Your Curtis Samuel taking. Who's the riser or the faller? Or are you taking someone in this in terms of DFS this week between McKissick or Samuel or Brown?
That would be. I mean,
Brown's good for the big play. We know that, but I think McKissick's role's already baked in. So you know where your floor is with him. He's going to get those dump offs, 3rd downs, and stuff.
But is it though with Scott Turner's vertical passing scheme? I feel like the Scott Turner offense. If anything, it helps Diami, who will line up in the slot. It helps Logan Thomas. It's when it's all said and done, these heat maps, Fitz's heat map is going to be very centered to the center of the field.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just have a hard time starting a rookie first game of the season, especially for the Washington football team.
Especially that you're considering he's more than likely at best a 4th option. Like you're hoping he's that fourth option because Logan Thomas, Antonio Brown, and Terry McLaurin are locked in as top 3, and then anyone else after that is possible 4.
He's a lottery ticket, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting. I mean, everybody here on the panel has said.
Listen, Robbie, if you play Diame and he hits that touchdown, you should go play Lotto right afterwards because you got the juju going.
Oh, juju! There you go.
Oh my god!
Waka waka. Pain.
I don't think I've drafted any Curtis Samuel this year. Like I might have drafted like 2 out of like 500 best ball teams. Like that's how little faith I've had in the guy. Like, and it's not because I don't think he's talented. Dude is super talented. I just don't know if I trust Ryan Fitzpatrick. So here's the thing. I like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I feel like every quarterback has a taste, right? Like they like certain type of dudes, like tall dudes, fucking slot guys, like no, I'm serious. We laugh, but like, have you ever seen?
No, it's for real though.
You're not
yeah,
wrong.
have you ever seen like Ryan Fitzpatrick make a short guy like go off like realistically on as a pass catcher? Like it sounds jokes. Like
don't worry, he got me off last year.
Maybe not.
But like his receivers were like Eric Decker, you know, Brandon Marshall, like 6'2" guys, 6'3" guys. Devontae Parker is like 6'1", 6'2". Like he didn't make the short guys just do well. Like he just does it because he doesn't target them. He's kind of like what people used to give me crap about making fun of Cam. I was like, Cam only throws to 6'5", 6'3" Devin Funchess and Benjamins. He doesn't throw to Steve Smith because Steve Smith is like 4'2" running around out there, right?
But do you not think that Terry McLaurin is QB proof?
I love Steve Smith.
Hall of Famer Steve Smith.
He is.
I love Steve Smith.
And that's my point. Cam didn't do well with them because he doesn't throw to freaking short guys. So, you know, Curtis Samuel's 5'11", he's taller than me, you know, yay. But I just didn't have faith in it from the get-go. I think Logan Thomas is that guy. I think, you know, Terry McLaurin's that guy and stuff. Pace needs to get out all the mess. You know? But yeah, it's just the way I see it. So I wasn't really having faith in it like from the get-go. So what does that make me want to do? It just makes me want to grab the tight end. Well, why does it always sound like sexual innuendo?
You know,
why do you want to grab Logan Thomas?
It is your brand too. Like,
you can't help it.
Let me get Logan Thomas, you know, as the second option. I want that. Give me Gibson because we know he can throw to running backs. Like those are the options. Terry McLaurin, Logan Thomas, fucking, you know, Antonio Gibson, and if you're lucky, maybe somebody else. I don't know who that guy is.
Now I didn't see that much preseason for them, but was J.D. McKissick not running at wide receiver?
No, like McKissick was honestly what it's looking like to me is that it's going to be a 1-2 punch between Patterson and Gibson. I think that McKissick's a fucking afterthought. Really? And what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot more outside blocking from your outside receivers, that's what's opening up De'Ami Brown. If you know, if we go back to the film in the preseason, that's what's opening up Logan Thomas. And we're seeing a different version of Fitzpatrick than it's a little bit of like what he did in Miami, but it's like very different. Like he looks different in this offense. This offense looks completely different than what it was last year.
That's why I don't understand how the Cowboys all of a sudden got elevated when we haven't seen the team formerly known as the Redskins play. Like you said, it's a different offense.
And as I said,
we're getting a name. We're getting a name. Okay, just so you know, like you can stop with the fuckery. Like, all right. I know that you're only doing that because we don't have a name, and we do. It's a football team. That happens in regular football all the time. Okay, gosh,
it's respect.
So, it's very rare that the sneaky good point makes it all the way back up to the person that goes last before you, Robbie. If we're looking for the direct replacements in the football team offense for Curtis Samuel, his name is Adam Humphries. He played with Ryan Fitzpatrick in Tampa, and if we're thinking about who replaces the slot receiver, it's like, well, Adam Humphries, known as the slot receiver guy. So I mean, like, yeah, that's probably this. Because, like, to your point, Robbie, you know, like, I'm not really sure that this McKissick role from last year exists because, you know, like, we didn't really see it a ton. And also, like, the only reason McKissick got so involved is because it was Terry McLaurin and who else? Well, I mean, Logan Thomas, obviously he did well. I'm not trying to discount his efforts, but just, you know, like, other than those two guys, like, who else? And it's like, okay, well, Alex Smith, you know, like, walking around on one leg practically. It's just like, well, the easiest thing to do is just throw it 4 yards that way. you know. So it's like, you know, like
Yeah.
Now that they have a guy that can actually throw this way instead of that way, you know, it's like I mean, like there's not really that role that we saw doesn't really exist.
So wait a minute, you're,
So,
you're
like,
saying he's not going to get 15 targets on Sunday?
no, I don't think
Alex
so. No,
Smith
I do believe McKissick is a bit of an afterthought. I'm not really in on
I
that.
get it, yeah.
But and then so I mean, like the direct replacement probably Adam Humphries. But am I confident in that? For well, the question was phrased as deeper league, so it's like, well, how deep? You know what I mean? Like,
No, but
if you're
but
really
even-
going
even-
down, what's up?
No, but your point also can be utilized in DFS formats too. Continue, because you're actually hitting a lot of different formats for a lot of different people. Because even still, like that's a good pivot. Go ahead.
Because like everything that we said, like we're acknowledging the change in the offense with the change in quarterback alone completely dictates an entirely different philosophy. And like I can't imagine that Adam Humphries was brought in without the fact that he and Fitzpatrick played together in mind. So I mean, like there's that. But if we are looking for like the sneaky boom bust thing, then like yes, De'Ami Brown. I mean, he profiled coming out of college as a guy that could do that type of shit. Like I think he'll have a greater impact, later in the season potentially, as his career goes along for sure. I mean, obviously he needs to become acclimated to the league. It will take a while for him, but early on, again, like I said, Adam Humphries is the direct replacement in this offense for Curtis Samuel. So, I mean, like, if you want to go for it, you can go for it. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
Everyone hit really well on this game. One thing that I do want to bring up, to kind of wrap up that and kind of close it out, ladies and gentlemen, me personally, I will not be playing the lines for this game because, well, you never bet on your own team. It's just not good. You don't do that. That's like overstepping the boundaries of being a DJ. But anyways,
it'll be a great test for Justin Herbert, though. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do against that defense. Just throwing that out there.
I am checking on DraftKings right now. Money line.
Are the Chargers still the road favorite?
Chargers are plus 110 on the line, and
I do gotta say one thing though. Herms was so on point with the thing about JD McKissick, because from the mere fact of how many targets did he get when Alex Smith was there? I think he had like 10 in one game, 12 in another game. Like Alex Smith did not throw the ball past 10 yards. He was just check down Charlie.
When you can't plant your leg to go that way, you just go that way. It's
I mean, it's true.
That's such a great observation that I think a lot of people are underestimating, because unless JD McKissick has a baked-in role now, that's a lot of volume that he's going to lose. And we do expect Gibson to get more passing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's going to happen. But Chargers are plus 110. Washington is minus 130, Joey. So, I mean, for those –
that flipped.
Yeah, it flipped. It flipped actually this morning. Okay. And I just refreshed to see if it maybe was going to flip back, and I don't think that it will.
Not when my bet was put in, it wasn't flipped, so I'm happy.
Oh shit! Okay, good.
Burn!
Damn it! I can't even think about, but I do want to say, I mean, I feel very, very secure with the 1.5 point spread. I feel secure with the 45 possibly as an over. I think that Washington could really show us something throughout the air. The matchup that's really going to dictate a lot that happens in this game is going to be Rashawn Slater versus Chase Young, and that'll dictate things. So make sure that you guys are taking that into account whenever you're going through and you're placing your bets this week. But Washington's probably the most secure option. Just want to throw that out there.
Especially because William Jackson, if they are going to have a shadow situation, probably going to try and take Keenan Allen out of the game.
Yep.
That could be
a
very underrated signing of the offseason, I feel like.
Very underrated signing. And I do believe that the Keenan Allen can be taken out of the game. And if you do that, then well, you're fucked. And we still don't know what's going to happen with Austin Eckler. So
he came back to practice today, though, right?
He did. He practiced.
I think you can beat Allen, but you have to beat Allen in a bad scheme, right? Like Allen just has such easy targets. It's hard to erase the guy that's at the line of scrimmage. Like, oh, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of not totally against it because he just has to just catch to be
I don't
relevant.
know. I don't know.
Like flats, drags, like they're so hard to cover. Like
William Jackson's good though, bro. I mean, like, because I
He
saw
is,
him.
and he
I
was
saw him
good
twice
against
a year
Odell.
going up against the Steelers when he was with the Bengals for years, dude. I mean, like that dude's he's
he's
underrated as fuck. Probably like
he
top
is.
10 corner
He
in
is
the league.
definitely
Honestly,
underrated as shit. He shut out
Yeah.
Odell pretty well last year, but Keenan Allen doesn't play that type of game. He's a very like technician type, and technicians don't beat you
sure, yeah.
on being physically better, faster. They just beat you because it's that portion of their game is just hard to beat, right? Like I'm such a good route runner, there's nothing you can do, kind of situation.
Yeah.
Drop the mic. What's good, bro?
Mike.
What's
He's
up,
muted.
boys? Glad to be here.
Just remember, when the
Oh,
Giants
yeah.
win the division. Just remember when the Giants win the division.
It's not happening.
It's
Taco.
happening, baby. It's happening.
Taco, wake up. It
It's
ain't
happening.
happening.
It's happening.
The
Only when
Giants
you're
are
on is
winning
it
streak.
happening.
All right, let's get into the next topic. Right before halftime, the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens backfield is simply just cursed. I don't know if you guys saw the meme today on Twitter with freaking Mr. Incredible, and like
it's
it's
amazing.
everyone, it's all the supers getting terminated, and it's like Justice
God.
Hill, Gus, J.K., like so on and so forth. Anyways, they're completely cursed. The Ravens have now lost, like I said, Gus, Hill, so on and so forth. How does this affect this team how does this affect this team on Sunday against the affect this team on Monday night against the Raiders? And who emerges as the RB1 if Lamar doesn't just vulture everything? Terms.
I mean, at least as far as the like week one immediate shit, Tyson Williams, just because he's been there the whole time. I feel like because like think about it, like not only did the team sign Latavius Murray, but they also brought in Devontae Freeman and Le'Veon Bell sitting on the practice squad. Also, hell of a practice squad. But yeah, I mean, the thing that like Latavius Murray does have going for him is that he was with a team for an entire camp. So whether like even though he's not familiar necessarily with this exact, like he's in shape. He's like if needed will get some run, but yeah, the guy most familiar with what's going on is the guy that's been there the entire time. But as far as like long-term outlook shit, I wouldn't be surprised if the running back that you want to be on your roster is Latavius Murray, because as far like the 1-for-1 replacement for Gus Edwards in terms of stylistic shit is Latavius Murray. So I mean, like, yeah, like week one, like Tyson Williams, if you want to throw him out there, I could, he's a decent RB2 option. Sure, go for it. But wait for things to unfold. We'll probably have a different conversation come week 4 or 5 or so, maybe. So I don't know, throwing that out there. And plus, I mean, like, no matter who the running back is, like the scheme's not going to change. The Ravens are going to do what they do, and it's the Raiders. I mean, come on, it's a great matchup for. They could, because I've even seen Justin Forsett out there tweeting, being like, "Yo, I'm ready." You know what I mean? Like,
that shit is hilarious.
They could pull his ass off the street. He'll probably stumble in the end zone against the Raiders. I mean, like, so yeah, Tyson Williams week 1 for sure.
Really quick, the Ravens trying to solve their backfield problems are like every fantasy manager in the freaking 15th round, just like dart throws. Something's gonna hit. Pang.
I didn't draft any Ravens like at all. Even in like basketball, I didn't draft many of them. I just don't find them appealing in that sense because they're already doing a timeshare from the get-go. We already knew that we were going to lose some vulturing. That's just kind of hard. I mean, it's cool, like good rushing yards, good players, good scheme. Just I need my touchdowns, right? So who emerges? I don't know. But as you guys said, if you have to run somebody, run Tyson Williams. He's already part of the team. We already seen the Devontae Freeman experiment last year. He couldn't beat out Wayne Gallman.
Yikes.
We already saw the Latavius Murray situation this year. He lost to Tony Jones, right? This is actually a worse running talent than the Houston Texans. I remember seeing this online. And I was like, like Lindsey. I'm like, why isn't Lindsey just being traded? The Texans should have been like, hey, we could use a 3rd or 4th rounder right now. You could use a running back. We aren't winning. Like, here you go.
The box about Ronald Jones.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I made that joke. Like, Ronald Jones is the Ravens by week 2, right? Like, there could have been a call, right? If the Ravens are trying to win this year, I don't know if they're trying anymore at this point with Lamarcus Peters' injury. Yeah, Lindsey should have been the first call. Like, hey, friendly budgeted guy. We need him. So, yeah, let's go Tyson Williams for now. And realistically, it might be nobody. We might go 16 weeks in, and it could be exactly what we saw last year before Wayne Gallman took over the Giants, where it was shitty weeks for 13 weeks straight, and then you got Wayne Gallman. Like showing up to work and kind of being pretty relevant. Like, we can get that too. It doesn't mean there has to be a guy. So that's my take on that.
Larry Monkey.
Tyson's going to get the first crack. He's been there the longest. I think that's Latavius Murray's job to lose after that. I don't think they're done looking. I could see them making a trade at some point there's plenty of, Javonte Williams. What are they going to do with Melvin Gordon once Denver's out of it? When they fall out of it, you never know. You never know. I think they're going to be in the business for a legit running back because they're a legit team. They're the real deal. And
oh my gosh,
and I just can't see them. I just cannot see them. Folding up over their running back situation at this point. I'm sure they're going to give Tyson a shot. I think they're just going to see. Okay, let's just get through the first game with this guy. See how Murray looks, let's get him. Maybe we'll get him going. And once none of those guys work out, they're going to have to swing for the fences because they have a Super Bowl team. They're going to have to, they're going to have to upgrade that position. I had Dobbins in a lot of places. I only had Edwards in one place also. So I didn't feel so bad with the Edwards injury. So
fair. Joey.
Yeah. So the Raiders last year gave up the 4th most fantasy points to running backs. So for week 1, I love Tyson Williams a lot, especially in DFS. He's definitely smashed that. After that, I do think it'll be a 50-50 and then maybe Bell getting some receiving down work. I'm not excited about the position with the Ravens past week 1, to be honest. If anyone's going to break out of that backfield, though, I think Murray might stand the best chance just because of talent. Unless Williams is great, which we're going to find out week 1, I guess.
He's also in his 30s too. Remember that. That's kind of a tough one.
Well, just 1 year. That's all we need out of him.
True.
Mike?
Yeah, to call back to Herms, as a Raiders fan, I know that our defense is garbage. And our offense isn't much better. But yeah, I think they're going to fill the hole right into the end zone. It doesn't. I see you there, Patrick. It's one of those deals where, of course, Tyson will be fine. It doesn't matter who it is in week 1; they'll be fine. I think Murray eventually gets it. Part of his issue, I believe, with the Saints had to do with his contract, and he is taking, I think, I don't know how exactly it works out, but he's taken at least $1.5 million less this year, if not more, to be where he is right now. And he was wanting money to be the prime backup. And he's just not for the Saints. But I think he's worth more than to them than to the Ravens than he was for the Saints. And quite honestly, you've all mentioned that Lamar, he's technically the RB1 because he's going to vulture everything and take those designed runs. So yeah, there's not much else for me to say that hasn't been said, but that the Raiders are trash. It doesn't matter who they put out there in week 1. They'll be fine.
Really quick, okay. And I'm about to. So I live in Colorado. My state is
bragging again.
It's you live in Cali, bro.
Fucking sucks out here, dude. How many homeless guys I got to jump over before I get to work?
Yeah. I was about to say Cali does fucking blow.
Hooray, gentrification. Woo.
Yeah.
Seriously, fuck that, man.
Terms.
But
terms.
I do see a universe. I'm about to make a lot of Raiders fans live here. And I'm about to make a lot of Raiders fans happy. I do see a universe, Rick and Morty style type of shit.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
The Raiders are gonna win, Rick. Oh no, the Raiders are gonna win. I do.
All right, Morty. I promise the Ravens are going to do a good job, Morty. They can overcome the lack of the.
I don't know, Rick. I don't know. I'm just.
It'll be fine.
We gotta get out of here.
They've had this guy in camp the whole time. It'll be totally fine, Morty.
My mom's watching right now. I can't wait to explain what Rick and Morty is after this. Mom, we're gonna watch some Rick and Morty. It's gonna be a blast.
You let your mom watch Rumboyz?
Hell yeah, I do. My mom's cool.
Oh, hey, my mom.
Who did she like? Who does she like in that McKissick, Dami Brown?
See, that's what we need the answer to.
You know what? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text her right now. I'm gonna find out who she likes.
Oh, yo,
We'll get Joey's mom. We'll get her.
That was a great skit. Okay.
Improv comedy background. What up? Hey, there we go.
Yo, really quick, there is still in the I'm just gonna give it a name, in the National Analyst League of Cards Against Humanity. Okay, there's still a tie between me and this man over here. Comedy Kings right here. Comedy Kings, baby. Hey, Taco, your go.
Listen, man, this is an RB0's dream. Like, can we not put it like that? Like, in leagues where I had wrote, like, I hate to say it like this because I took an eighth round pick on this guy and I saw the depth chart come. I didn't hear the depth chart in Tampa Bay until afterwards. I was nervous. And realistically, I agree with everything about what Herm said before about Rojo. And I do think
he ain't even on the topic.
But I do think that a guy like that will end up being traded. And I do think the Ravens are a great opportunity for him. And with that being said, to start, I don't think you can not take Tyson Williams. He's the only one that knows the playbook. These guys just got in here yesterday. Like, he's the only one that halfway knows something. And the thing about Tyson Williams, he's an undrafted rookie who's now getting an opportunity to be a starting running back. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of a guy named called James Robinson last year with the Jaguars. God. Ooh. And did James Robinson not finish as a top 10 running back on a team that could barely run and that was always in negative game scripts? Hey. Now, the big thing about Tyson Williams, he's injury prone. We know that. We understand that. That's why they went out and they signed some of these, I feel like, third-rate guys who are in the last legs of their career just to get someone on the roster. But then you went and got Latavius Murray, who last season performed at some of his best levels that he's seen. Now, I know he lost the job to Jones, but let's be honest. We know this is a game of money. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to pay a guy money, you're going to give an undrafted rookie all the opportunity he needs to get it because they only gave him 1 day to restructure and they asked him to take less. So I understand maybe even Murray has a little less in the tank than we thought. But at the end of the day, the way that was done, it's not because Murray's not good. It's because Murray was a cap casualty. And that's why I think by the end of the season, it's going to be a timeshare between the two of them. They're both going to be fantasy relevant, but they're both going to be low-end RB2s to flexes. So they'll both be useful, but they're not going to be dominant. And the thing will be, if one can take over, then maybe you get a James Robinson.
I love having Jersey and New York on the show because y'all say shit with just such conviction. It's bro, gosh.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna make that.
Because I'm from New York.
Why so much attitude? Fuck. Drop the mic. What's good?
All right. So there's not much to add because everyone has said pretty much everything that can be said on this topic. It is Williams' job to start, but he is the RB2 because we know the RB1 wears number 8 on this team.
Yep.
But in my confidence
I like that Twitter poll.
I'm in 2 confidence pick pools, and in both of them, I did pick the Raiders to upset the Baltimore Ravens in this game. So I agree with you, Robbie. But other than that, I think Murray's going to be the man. And after everything shakes out, it's going to be Latavius Murray. And I think Bell is going to be the odd man out of the veterans.
Okay. I like that.
I just want to thank you both for making me feel good about my Raiders.
Edie, you just missed our Pitt Buffalo talk.
We're talking about making a Steelers Buffalo Bills bet. Hey, maybe let's see the wardrobe change after halftime. We can talk then, Petey.
I like it.
We have to change shirts.
I will.
I've already changed one. What do you mean?
Have y'all
Herms, are you telling me I need to change my shirt?
Oh gosh,
your shirt's awesome, by the way.
I was gonna say I spared no expense on this shirt.
That's a nice shirt. I do like that shirt.
Did your mom approve of that one? Did she lay
my
that
mom
out?
bought me this shirt.
Well, there you go.
Why do you think she's watching? She
I
saw
know.
the shirt.
I
She's
said,
like, it's that time.
Mom,
Mama right
listen,
approved.
I'm gonna be on the hottest show in the country tonight, wearing my Jurassic Park shirt. You gotta come on and watch.
Listen,
And
Hey,
she's
I
like,
am.
after I watch,
and
Days
the
of Our
whole time
Lives,
she's
I'll
sitting
come
there
watch
like,
it.
Brown, give me Brown.
Wait, she's like, button that up. One more button.
No,
Hey, no,
really
I
quick.
get sexy for it.
I
It's
just
after
wanna-
dark.
I want to highlight this really quick. Joey probably has the most supportive women in his life. At the beginning of the show, wife trying to make sure she stayed out the shot. Like, I'd be like, no, just fuck that. Walk through. No, just walk through. No, all right, fine. Like,
Listen, okay,
No,
got
my
the
wife-
He's a
watch it.
professional and a gentleman.
She,
He's not
she
even
kinda-
wearing pants. He's not wearing pants.
She
He's
said
like,
to
"Get
me,
out,
she
go that
goes,
way."
honey,
I almost
and
gave
I
her a
walked
doctor.
through the background, and I said, no, you have to crawl. You can't be on screen.
Oh fuck.
You're not
No.
even people.
I know. I'm
Terrible,
the bad
terrible.
one here. Wait, you know
Terrible.
what, guys? I need to put myself in the corner. I'm sorry.
Talk about king of the castle. King of the castle.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
This
Okay, I'm back. I'm
Loser sings a song of the winner's choice and throws the video up on Twitter. Oh, bet. Oh, bet.
That
What's the bet? Juju versus Moss? What?
No, no.
I'll take that one easily.
It's Pitt. It's Pitt versus Buffalo. Petey's gonna take Buffalo. Herms is gonna take Pitt.
Nice.
100%.
Hey.
100%.
If we get free music out of this, I'm fucking.
yeah, we're down.
Yep.
Loser should sing a song about the other man's team.
Oh.
You
That's
should just sing about men.
Yeah, just be like,
Very
Pete team,
Hey,
Pete
all righty,
team,
ladies and gentlemen,
Pete
we will
team,
see you on the
Pete
other side of the show.
team.
It is time
It's
for
raining men.
It is time for halftime.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and hit you guys with some music. A really quick recap clip from the Fantasy Football Expo.
I wanna see this.
And
Oh damn, man! I'm gonna have to play it on my phone when I go upstairs to get my 5th and 6th beer, boys. I'm catching up.
which means that you give us an extra view. Good job. Run it up.
Don't forget about the wardrobe
my
change,
God.
everyone.
Oh
I got a
my
wardrobe
God.
change coming too.
I'm gonna take
You
this time
heard-
out. I might change.
Ladies
Are
and
we really
gentlemen,
doing wardrobe changes?
Wardrobe change.
No,
Everybody but Joey. He already knocked it out
I
of the
am.
park.
I am not fucking changing.
Oh, I can
anything.
go up from here.
Oh my god!
I can go up from here. I can bring it up a notch if I need
Oh
to.
shit!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
some
Don't make me
music,
do it. Don't make
some
me do it.
music, draft night out clip, and then a word from our sponsors at Monkey Knife Fight. Check out the homie Richard Dre with that raw shit. This track is called Rawsome.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. My flow's atrocious, I hope you know this like hocus hocus. I make them put their hands up, nigga roller coaster. I stand over looking down on them like coffee does the coasters. I do the most, but most of you niggas don't even know what most is. So hold your noses when you step into me. I'm like Moses, I'll part ways and leave you dead in the sea. I'm definitely preaching to the death of them seas. It's Black P and Richard Ray, hip hop's epic relief. And y'all thought y'all had it, I'm robbing them like Aladdin. No genie wishing, no magic. I learned the hard way through traffic, ducking and dodging. I'm mighty morphin' to God and get hotty. Even my eyes, man, somebody tell me to stop. I didn't know love until I bumped Cool J. I was at my grandma's house aiming, making Kool-Aid to jam the Bobby Boucher. Like Cube say, it's a new day, so I'ma roll a blunt, a J, whatever. Yo, what Snoop say? He said he want that raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome.
This that raw shit, uppercut to your jaw shit. Gun so big, make a motherfucking car flip. Aw shit. I ain't even trying to pop a trigger. I'm wound up, I guess it's time to clock a nigga. Most of the time, these lyrics over your head. I look up to myself like there's mirrors over my bed. I'm over the edge, apocalypto with the crypto. Your girl giving head for Bitcoin, it's lit, bro. ODB, a BKG, baby, I like it raw. No STD, I'm so MPC, not MP3. I love vinyl, love tapes, fuck MTV. Let me be. I studied under the greats, you a carbon copy. You studied under the fakes, I'm running with apes. Gorillas in the mist, me and Ray got trees, banana clips, you hit
that raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop. One hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit. In the middle of a mosh pit. Never saying aw shit. Screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop. One hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit. In the middle of a mosh pit. Never saying aw shit. Screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop. One hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit. In the middle of a mosh pit. Never say aw shit. Screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop. One hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit. In the middle of a mosh pit. Never say aw shit. Screaming. This is awesome. Hey baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey baby, I like it raw.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners. And the NFLPA...
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife...
Monkey.
Feeling great, man. It's going good. My stacks are for the win, baby. I don't fuck around out here. Let's go. Yeah, I'm having a great time, man. It's really fun. Everybody's enjoying themselves. You know what's going on here. Not boring, not boring. Smalls, what do you think? Smalls is smashing the over.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Traffic Out. We're about to have a good time.
Damn it, bitch.
I was in that video. Oh my god, I made it! I made it! Ooh. And it's proof that I actually wear glasses. There you go.
Did everybody really wardrobe change? Son of a bitch. I should have wardrobe changed.
So, what the fuck?
Fine, fuck it.
God. It's after dark, right? I got my jammies on. Let's go.
My friends are
killing
so
the game.
weird.
Thanks for starting the trend, Hearns.
Is that the autographed Bears jersey you won from the Expo?
It's not autographed, but it is the Bears jersey I won from the Expo.
Nice, nice. I see the cap jersey. I got an auto cap jersey.
The autographed Swift jersey is over there in the other corner.
Yeah. Shout out to Fantasy Six Pack. I got an auto Slayton. Gary, you're right. Yo, that joint was bars. The song was definitely lit. Shout out to homie Richard Dre.
Yo, Pink definitely felt left out. He just went to do a quick change left.
He did.
Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends are weird. You guys know here on the
I even changed the hat.
Make sure that
all right,
you guys,
Mike, I got you next.
Make sure that you guys share the content on your social media if you have not already. Continue to spike that like button. If you have not already, really quick, if you guys are in the live chat, close the live chat really quick. You can bring it back up because you can just hit the button that says live chat and it brings it back up. Just hit the X really quick. Make sure that you hit the like button on our YouTube live stream. Super important. Keep letting that algorithm know that you're enjoying the content. Pink pulling up in his Dolphins gear.
This is actually the jersey my wife made for me when I started doing this for fantasy football. She made me a custom Pink's picture.
Awesome.
She gives a shit.
That's
and
gnarly.
she hides
dude.
in the room while I do this because she doesn't want to interfere.
That's
her fall on the ground too. It's good times.
That's awesome.
It's love. That's
Man,
love.
that's real love.
Hey, Robbie, my mom has a question.
What's up?
She wants to know where she can buy the Raw Shit vinyl. She wasn't aware that was a song, but she would really like to get a copy of that. But she only has a record player. So.
Let me see what I can.
Now put your records on.
Oh my God.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Najee's gonna fucking kill it.
Yo, hey, Sam Darnold Revenge Tour is the narrative going around as he takes on Zach Wilson, the rookie, this weekend, aka Disney Channel.
Whoa. Put some respect on Baby Mahomes.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Put some respect on Mahomes.
Baby Mahomes.
Exactly. What should we expect in this game and any DFS implications? Let's get it popping, Herms.
Well, shit. I mean, as far as like a Darnold revenge narrative goes, I mean, like it'd be nice to see. I mean, especially because I mean, like, yeah, bringing in a defensive-minded head coach and Robert Saleh, like that should, in theory, start to make a difference. But I don't know about any of you, but yeah, Monkey probably. But other than him, like I can't name a single member of their secondary. So I mean, like it's gonna be. It's like hey, it's fair. Okay, look, the Jets secondary is ass. So like, yeah, I guess like it could be pretty neat. But I will say if we're gonna talk about like, I don't really have too much to say on the Panthers side of it, at least offensively, but defensively, gotta say, I kind of like the Panthers defense as an option. I have them picked up as a streamer in a couple leagues where like I really missed out on, because I mean obviously like and I said it on the show like either last week or the week before, it's just like if you can pick up the Broncos DST because that's a great place to start. But the Panthers defense, if we remember, like I want to say like around last year, like that Thursday night game they had against the Packers, like from that point on, like that defense really started to put it together, and bringing in somebody like a JC Horn to play corner, like they're a significantly improved defense. Honestly, it would not stun me if the Panthers defense ends up being very good. I don't know what their shit is for DFS because I'm not so much in the DFS world, but I am in the fantasy world, and I view the Panthers DST as a viable option. So, I mean, that's honestly my biggest thing. So, I don't know. Also, shout out Elijah Moore because Jamison Crowder not going to be out there. That could be interesting. He's widely available in a lot of redraft leagues.
Is this 2018 or 19? I feel like I heard this every year that he isn't starting week 1.
Yeah, yeah.
I love.
It's because of COVID this time, so it's different.
My
but like either way.
Hey, really quick, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly.
And Herms on DraftKings, Carolina is the 4th most expensive defense at 3,600.
Oh well, damn. Okay, so probably more for like redraft streaming.
How much is it to make this Davis fella change his jersey? The color doesn't compliment his eyes. Hey, well, this is a great moment to tag Rumboyz Premium. You can join our channel. It's only $6.99. Newsletter comes out every week with our staff's exclusive picks. That picks that we won't discuss on air, analysis that we won't discuss on air. It comes out only in our weekly newsletter, drops to you guys every single Tuesday. You get an exclusive Discord private chat with the analyst and much more emojis next to your name, loyalty badges. So yeah,
discount code for
loyalty.
Yeah, discount code on our merch, like on Rumboyz.com. We hook you up with a new discount code every week that'll be included in the newsletter. So I mean, 1 week we may just do 50% off. 1 week we may have some items that are like, yo, we're doing 80% off. Like, fuck it, like buy shit, So
is it 80% off the Rumboyz condoms?
Oh my god!
Exclusively available through Only Rum.
Exclusively
available through Only Rum.
They already
that sounds pretty raw.
Whiskey.
That sounds
the
pretty
Rumboyz
raw.
go to Rumballs. That's when.
It sounds pretty raw. I'm like, I'm paying. Fuck your analysis. Be an analyst, damn it.
Ooh,
What,
baby,
dude?
I
Let's
like
get back to
it.
this Only Rum condoms that are dipped in rum. It helps you burn in more ways than one.
Oh my god!
All right, moving on to fantasy analysis and not stupid jokes or amazing jokes.
Jesus
However you want to look
Christ.
at them.
That was a great joke. That was a good joke. Go ahead.
So I get my ass whipped in Madden a lot. So I do know the Jets secondary because I throw picks all day, no matter what I'm playing. They actually have a decent secondary this year. They got Marcus May, who's a good safety. They have a good safety in LaMarcus Joyner, decent, and they have Bryce Hall, a good corner. And that's all I know about that defense and that level. CJ Mosley comes back, even though did he opt out last year or did he get his ACL tear? I forget. It's one of the two. I think
He's been out for 2 years. He was
ACL tear and then he
opted out.
opt out. He was like, "Oh yeah, free checks." Yeah, I remember this.
Free checks, baby.
Yeah, so that's actually a really smart move, man.
Yeah,
That dude just literally made money sitting on the couch. Oh fuck, dude. All right, I know what I need to do. So we'll see how he does. But yes, I actually will take the Panthers defense. I've been recommending a lot of people to take them. And actually, I think I made a post saying that pick up the Panthers defense in week 2 when everybody drops them because they play Texans in week 3 and people are not going to pay attention to that.
Oh, that's smart.
Shout out.
I like that.
I know, right? So
that's crafty.
Anyways, and then drop Washington because they have like a really bad schedule. But yes, Sam Darnold, that's the revenge tour, man. Like I can't wait because I like Sam Darnold. I think he's better than he's shown, but he's not going to be some elite guy. Like, I don't think he's going to come out there, be super elite, and just be like Patrick Mahomes. But he will go out there with 3 amazing weapons, an amazing fucking running back that is 2 weapons, and be relevant. And that's what he's always needed. He needed someone to help him make relevancy. I'm not going to give the whole, he's the next Tannehill. It's none of that crap because they're not the same player, not even close. But he's going to be good, and it's going to be fun to watch. And do they make playoffs? Maybe. That defense is better than people think. Derek Brown, first-round pick stuff overall last year. They drafted a top-end corner this year. They had a good corner last year. Shaq Thompson is still good, and too much of Camp Panthers. But they will do better. And I hope for the best. They might outdo everybody in their division, surprisingly enough, short of Tampa.
If only Jordan was here. He could.
Well, we're about to get into a Jets fan take. And before we get into your take here, Larry, you guys are sitting at +70 on the money line, and that is so fucking tantalizing. So please give us a reason as to why that may have some potential to it.
I like listen. Sam Darnold, I'm a big Sam Darnold guy. Right now behind me there's a big wall of hot sauces because of the Dynasty Hot Sauce Pod. Go check that out. But there used to be a Sam Darnold fathead behind me.
There was.
And I had to take him down. So yeah, I will not be disappointed if Darnold lights up the Jets this week. The Jets are a 2-14 team. And no one knows where the targets are going. There's nothing. They're starting from ground zero.
Yeah.
They're on the road, rookie quarterback. Sam Darnold's never had this type of supporting cast. The coaching, and I like Sam to light up the Jets this week. This is a 2-4. They won 2 games for a reason. They're terrible. They're not going to win more than 5 games. Their defense is going to be terrible. They lost some really nice pieces on defense over the preseason, but so I think offensive teams, anyone playing offense is going to have their way with the Jets. And what's the fun part is they're going to be a dumpster fire. Talked about this on the last podcast. They're going to be a dumpster fire, but they're going to be, for the first time ever, they're going to be like a fun dumpster fire because I think they're going to be able to put up some points. that LaFleur offense with Wilson, who's looking great. Man, I'm excited to watch the Jets, and I haven't been able to say that in a while. So,
Nice.
Yo, I'm gonna go rogue real quick and just ask, because there are a lot of people who are curious, especially as it pertains to like Michael Carter, like how buried is he in like the running back depth chart, like all that stuff. Like honestly, like that, because like there, no, I'm just asking, because like there are people being like, oh, like Tevin Coleman could be the dude, Ty Johnson could be the dude. Like honestly, like I want to know from a Jets fan what to make of that backfield.
So here's the backfield.
Wait, before you go, really quick, John. Listen, maybe I was fishing for a hot take. Maybe I was fucking fishing. All right, go ahead.
I love all the caps on that too. Never bet the Jets. Got that
goddamn right. Jets. Go ahead.
The running back situation is just a mishmash of guys right now. Tevin Coleman has the experience. He's familiar with the system. He's gonna probably mix it up with Ty Johnson. I expect Michael Carter to just, I feel like he'll emerge at some point in the season. They want to get him the ball. Tevin Coleman's never proven himself to be a healthy guy. And Ty Johnson, I mean, he's a Detroit Lions cast off. I know everyone is all about this guy, and he flashed last year, but still, man, he's, I'm not putting all my chips in Ty Johnson. I'll worry. I want Michael Carter, and I think they're going to want to get him the ball. He's going to have a lot of energy, and, he's a crowd pleaser, man. He's a highlight reel, human highlight reel. So, I think they want to get that out of him. Corey Davis, go get him. Wide receiver 1, definitely get him. He's gonna have 1,000 yards this year.
More.
That's minimum. That's his floor is 1,000 yards. Zach Wilson loves him. He was hitting him all throughout the preseason. He was his go-to guy. We all love Elijah Moore. I love Elijah Moore to be a league winner, but we're gonna have to wait on him for a while. I feel like he'll pick it up. He'll bring it on towards the end of the season. He'll be one of those guys that you have stashed on your bench, and it's gonna be like Elijah Moore time. And then you're just gonna see him light up, those highlights on Sunday nights. But yeah, man, love Corey Davis this year, and he wasn't terrible with. When you think about it, obviously 5th overall pick, you expect you'll expect him to be like a Justin Jefferson or somebody. But no, man, he's a big dude.
He played a Mariota and he was injured.
So, so he's looking really good. And who knows? Hopefully these guys stay healthy and we can see like a prolific, dare I say, or just a cohesive offense, just an offense that looks like, enough like above a high school offense.
Yeah.
Question: you don't like your guys' secondary? I mean, you guys have 3 highly rated secondary
corners. The corners he's rolling out like
Bryce
3
Hall,
rookie. He's rolling out like rookie cornerbacks. I mean, Marcus May,
the 2 safeties that are decent.
Yeah, Marcus May, Ashton Davis, but
Marcus Joyner. I was just curious. I like you guys.
Yeah, they're gonna get lit up this year, and it's gonna be fun watching them catch up.
Yeah, there we go.
So there's a revenge performance we're not talking about, and that's Robbie Anderson. I mean, I think this is the week that he outproduces DJ Moore, which he'll do again this year. But I like Robbie Anderson a lot this week. Darnold, I think he's going to have decent stats. At first, I had a beautiful DFS lineup with Darnold and Robbie Anderson, and I've since moved Darnold out. But I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Wilson's the best quarterback in this game, to be honest, stat wise. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Mike?
Yeah, I love the nod to Robbie Anderson there for sure, Joey, because we've already seen the chemistry there before, and I love the idea of I'm not a big DFS person, so you can just like boo me if this is terrible, but
no, don't
boo this man, but I think Darnold would be like, if you're going like for a really cheap play and trying to load up elsewhere, like you could do worse than Sam Darnold with the weapons that he has, and he's shown us like points of talent as well. And, nobody's even mentioned yet that like, he's not playing for shitty ass Adam Gase anymore. Right. He's right. I know.
Coaching first time ever.
Right.
We're talking about
competent coaching. Thanks, Larry. Like
Todd Bowles. Well, he went from Todd Bowles to Gase. He's never had a stable coach. He's had three offensive systems in 3 years. Rookie
Super Bowl
and
Todd Bowles.
shitty coaching.
Yeah, well,
He's
yes.
a great defensive coordinator, but head coach.
I was going to say.
He needed some polish.
Super Bowl Todd Bowles has defense 100%. So I mean, you're putting him in a new system, right? So can he do any worse than he has? I don't think so. And if you're thinking about other quarterbacks where he could potentially land in that range, just think about dynasty or year long. We always see people like Cousins or Carr or whatever, like sneak into that back end QB1 front end QB2 range somehow. Can you tell me that he's got worse weapons and less talent than Derek? I love Derek, don't get me wrong, he's my QB, but do you think he has worse weapons and far less talent than Derek Carr?
Well, one of them's got Darren Waller and the other one doesn't. So, I mean, that's a pretty big difference.
That's a big difference.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, sure. But, I mean, you're dumping off. Think about this, though. Derek Carr's not dumping off to Christian McCaffrey. Derek Carr's not launching it downfield to Robbie Anderson.
Sam Darnold to Dan Arnold.
Brian Edwards season.
I'm all about Brian Edwards.
Brian Edwards, damn it.
There will be a Sam Darnold to Dan Arnold touchdown on Sunday.
Toby, get better, bro. Get better.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you got to like him for how cheap he is. No matter what you're playing, he costs you not very much. No matter what format you're playing, it's worth taking the risk on. He's a space where it's totally worth the risk.
Okay. Taco.
So if I'm correct here, the Jets are 4.5 point underdogs heading into the matchup versus the Panthers, correct?
Which odds are you on?
I just pulled up the recent odds, but what are the odds we talking about here? 4.5, 3. What are we projecting the Panthers to beat the Jets by? Is it just on a straight Panthers are going to beat the Jets, or is it with the spread? Because I think yes.
I play the money line usually, but I mean, if we're going to take the spread, I mean, I think that the Jets can possibly cover that 4.
I think 4.5 they're covering that. First of all, let's not disrespect Zach Wilson to the fact that he was not the second quarterback taken in this draft, because I see Lance and I see Fields getting so much more love than this kid. And then you don't even look and see what he's done in the preseason to actually show. Not only does he have elite arm talent, this kid can roll out, and they've built this offense around him. I mean, now, on the left side of the line with Becton and the kid that they just got in the draft, Elijah Vera Tucker, that left side is going to be great. Now, the other side is going to be shit. I get it. It's going to be trash. You got half the line right now.
Morgan Moses. They
just roll left the whole time. Just
basically, play to our strengths. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Sam Darnold's never been anything. He's a Brett Favre wannabe. The guy will gunsling and throw interceptions since he's been in college. Yeah, he can roll out of the pocket and make a play every now and then, but he's not someone that you want to trust with the ball. So this is going to be a Christian McCaffrey game. And guess what? When you have CJ Mosley back, you have Robert Saleh as a defensive coach, I think that the Panthers are going to be in for a rude awakening. And I actually think that Zach Wilson and Corey Davis together make a great combination. I see the Jets losing the game but covering the spread. It's going to be within a field goal. It's going to be a close game. And I think the Jets fans for the once, and I'm a Giants fan, and I hate on the Jets. And I like the Jets when they had Rex Ryan, but after that, they sucked for getting rid of Rex Ryan. And what they did to Rex Ryan was trash. But I still think the Jets are going to be better than advertised. And I think Zach Wilson is going to be way better than Trey Lance and Justin Fields.
I thought we were moving off of the feet thing because you said Rex Ryan. So I thought are we trying to?
Hey, listen. I got a tattoo of Mark Sanchez on my back. You know what I mean? Hey, Rexy.
Yeah,
we've heard some things.
He likes that shit.
Yo, shout out to Scott. Shout out to Scott for being at the Kings of Lions show right now, or Kings of Leon show right now. That's dope. Hey. Shout out to New Blue Numbers.
Oh shit, yo, dude.
Z2, got to rewind the
I
show.
I wanted to get tickets to that shit, but it was a little too expensive. So, but shout out Merriweather Post Pavilion, great music venue.
Great, yeah,
love that shit. I wanted to be there so bad. Oh, I love Kings of Leon. That's a separate show. But
that's a separate. hey.
Shout out Kings of Leon though. Seriously, their music's
Am I the only one that's never heard a song by these guys?
Bro, you have.
Sex on Fire. You somebody. Fucking. I mean,
yeah, dude.
Yo, really quick.
You've heard our Sex on Fire in movies.
Yeah, there may or may not be a show where we'll discuss music that will may or may not possibly be on a different network that may or may not have some really big personalities a part of it.
May or
Let's
may
go.
May or may not happen. May or may not be being announced this upcoming week.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
He keeps saying Mayer, so I feel like
John
Robbie's
Mayer
going to
nod?
tell us he's going on tour with John Mayer. That's what's happening.
Yeah, hey, John Mayer and I.
Your
John
body
Mayer-
is a wonderland.
John Mayer and I are.
Give me some Hearns.
Give me a fucking John Mayer. I got my
You're gonna
guitar
be
at
on
the
the
end of the
John
bed.
Mayer
Maybe
craft.
we'll wait to the end of the show. But
I need
me and
some.
John
My
Mayer
body
going
is a
on-
wonderland.
Yeah.
John Mayer and I are going on tour to make parodies of fantasy football.
It's gonna be like the Chappelle show.
Yeah, coming to a
Yo, that was such an underrated episode, though.
Yes.
When he showed up, oh my god, that was so great.
That's my fucking lord, dude.
He's just rolling up to narrating people's shit with the guitar in the back.
Oh yeah, dude.
It
Also,
was so good.
shout out Dave Chappelle from the DMV. What up? Hey,
Let's go. Hey, drop the mic. Your take.
All right, so everything's been said except for the fact that Adam Gase should never coach a team ever again, and I would never even let him coach my damn Pop Warner team. He sucks that bad.
Wow. Yeah,
The only reason that guy had a job was because he had Peyton Manning as an OC.
And the Jeff Boner sucks.
Sam Darnold,
like Adam Gase. Boo.
Sam Darnold is going to kick some ass this week. Him and Robbie Anderson is that stack. And Taco, I know the Jets might cover, but Sam Darnold, top 20 quarterback this week.
Yes.
Zach Wilson, top 15 quarterback this week.
Ooh.
Oh,
Right back over the net.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe top 12.
No.
Hey.
No, hey, everyone drink. Bold take season, bold prediction season. Let's go.
I mean, shit. Dak Prescott was on pace for like 6,000 yards. Like, fuck.
Oh my lord, yo, and like straight up, like, because like. And like a bunch of my home league drafts, like I feel like a lot of people were really nervous about like the shoulder and like all that
Yo,
stuff.
for
Like,
real.
dude, Dak
real.
Prescott came at such a good discount. Like all
For real.
people, I'm sure people are already kicking themselves.
For
with that.
real.
But
I'm yo, Hearn, I cannot say that better because I watched him fall at the end, and you're like, you grab Russell Wilson, and you're like, 3 rounds later, Dak's there, and you're like, fuck me. Why did I do that? Like, I did that like twice this week.
People are already kicking themselves.
Let's get into the next topic. We start with drop the mic FF. All good, fellas. Hey, the bar is open. The show is y'all's. Have a good time. Like y'all, it's your fucking show. I mean, it's my show, but it's our show. But
fuck you, boo.
You know what the fuck I mean. Fuck you too, Ping. Alabama quarterbacks will duel it out this weekend. And I don't think that the schedule makers could have made this, in any better, game. We got Tua, return of the Mac Jones making his NFL debut. What are we thinking? What are we thinking in this game? Are we going Miami? Are we going New England? Do I need to give you guys the odds really quick? Here, let me actually just
I'm
drop.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Let me just drop our money
I gotta
line
say Miami
odds.
would be
And
favored.
while you say that, I just took the 49ers in my Survivor League because damn, this week is tough. There's a lot of tough teams.
Detroit.
Plus 160 Miami, New England sitting at minus 190.
Oh jeez.
What a fucking swing, right? So we start with drop the mic.
All right, I think New England is going to win the game straight, but I think Tua is going to have the better game.
Okay.
Matchup.
Spread's at 3.5, by the way.
Yeah, Flores. I think Flores is going to disguise a little bit and is going to give Jones a little bit of a hard time. But I still think New England's going to pull it off in the end. But Tua is going to have a better game. And watch out for Gesicki and watch out for my boy Myles Gaskin.
Ooh.
Damn.
I love this game. I love this game from a DFS standpoint. If I were to just go single game DFS, I love Jacoby Myers in this. I love Tua in this. Maybe I stack Tua or either Myers, with one of the two, right?
What about Gesicki?
Gesicki, I think that Gesicki is going to be the more flourishable tight end, if not than Jonnu. Those are really your only two options, I feel like, at tight end. So, I mean, I think this game has a lot of implications that people are overlooking. Let's get into Taco's pick.
Man, I think this is going to be one of the best games of the weekend. This is a rivalry game that has quarterbacks that were on the same team in college that battled each other to get a position. So there's so many storylines and underlying things in this game. Like, it's amazing. And I'll be honest, I think that, the Miami Dolphins are a little underrated right now because that defense is really good. It's solid. And Flores is no slouch. He gets his boys ready to play. They have cornerbacks. They have some guys. My biggest question is Tua. What Tua are we getting? Are we getting this Tua that we saw in Alabama, or are we getting the Tua that we saw last year in Miami? He's coming off an injury, so we have to discount that performance we saw a little bit. He wasn't really at full strength. This is Mac Jones' first game ever, though. And I think that people are just automatically assuming he's going to come in and just be a monster. And I feel like Flores might be able to do enough on defense to disguise some coverages and show the rookie some things he hasn't seen before. So I'm actually going to give the advantage to Miami. I think that the Patriots are going to be great to take away Gaskins, but Miami has enough receivers that if Tua can actually play and be efficient, he doesn't have to be deep, he doesn't have to be big, but just be efficient. Don't turn the ball over, hit it 67% of your passes. The Dolphins win this game and they cover the spread.
Okay. Yes. That's what the fuck the money line wants to hear.
Yeah.
Shit. 30% damn near return if on a $25 buy-in on a money line if Miami wins. Fuck. I mean,
I think we're just sleeping a little too much on Miami.
It's super risky to get the biscuit, but fuck, if the money line is going to reward you for the straight up pick, then God damn, Daniel, look at the Vans. What are you doing, Mike? Sorry, I just got way too passionate about. You said what I said or what I was thinking on the money line. I was just like,
It's like one of those things, man. It's just like,
it's one of those
the
things,
Patriots
just
are better,
dice.
but give me that Miami. Yeah, Ping.
Mike.
Yeah, you can't hate that Miami look, right? Especially with the idea that, you can take Belichick or whatever for what he is, but when you think about the teams, right, and you think about the defense, just like Taco just mentioned, and then on top of that, I feel like people for the most part are fading Miami receivers, but that's because you don't know which one it's going to be, right? And I think that's a good look for Tua. You got to love Gaskin. Miami's looking good in this game, and I don't think I honestly don't think New England Patriots have a real chance to win. It's weird to me that it's looking the other way. And as far as Tua or Mac, I take Tua not just for the game, but for the season. I think this is a big bounce back year for Tua. I'm not saying QB1 super crazy, but he could sneak in on the back end or be high end QB2, and I think he's easily over Mac for this season. Just based on what he has around him, and the fact that his defense is going to play to a level where he doesn't have to work and go berserk to try to make it happen.
Okay. Really quick, I love this comment by Alberto, who actually won our CBS Draftathon pod call. I got to help him set his lineup, break things down, and he has a great lineup. Shout out to you for donating to St. Jude's charity and participating with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network and CBS Fantasy Football Today. We appreciate you. He says, "Won't Fuller #steroids." Now, the reason why this comment means so much to me. Tell me that you subscribe. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Tell me that you subscribe to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network in all facets without telling me you subscribe to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network in all facets. Because check this out. We dropped an article last year on Will Fuller when the whole steroid accusations dropped. We were the only fucking source in the whole entire industry of sports. Okay? The whole dom industry that called out Dos Congo for his actions because it was also Bradley Roby Coleman or whatever the fuck his name that also got called up. We were the only publication to do all that research and get called out, and for us to only get like damn near 1K views on that, bullshit. So, hey, I appreciate you being one of the people that read that article. Knows, hey, Dos Congo, you're a piece of shit. Joey,
damn.
Whoa, I'm gonna follow that now. So Tua is one of my breakouts for 2021, but that's not starting until next week. No, so I don't think he's gonna have a good game. I'm much more excited about the running backs in this game, with Gaskin, Damian Harris, and James White, even as a flex. You know, I agree with Mike. I do think the Patriots are going to win this game and kind of surprise everybody.
Well, wasn't Mike the other way?
No, Mike dropped the mic. Said,
we got two mics.
Oh, the other mic.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, drop the mic. Said
we got drop the mic, and we have the third mic. I'm not sure what happened with the second one.
Drop the mic.
My middle name's Michael too, so we're all.
There you go. So we got all three.
And guess what? My middle name is Joseph.
Oh my
Mike.
goodness!
Wow, it's a small world. That's pretty fun.
Z2 said cutoffs are being warned from the chat tonight. Hey, Z2, get well, bro. With the whole team here, the whole staff, we wish you well. We want you to get better, bro. You know, hit up the Rumboyz chat. We got you, man. But,
I can wear a cutoff so he's here in spirit.
I feel like that has to be his thing. It's just gotta be his thing. I don't know.
I can wear no pants to
God damn it, Mike.
Attaboy.
Arms out for Tobe. Arms out for Tobe. It's got to,
arms out for Toby.
Arms out for Tobe.
Guns out.
I can't move.
Wearing two shirts makes this very hard, but either way.
Oh, there's those tattoos.
Jerseys are tough to do, right? Shoulder pads are in the way.
Oh yeah. Hey, go ahead. So Joey, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt? I apologize.
Nope, you didn't. I finished up.
Larry Monkey.
I like the Dolphins, baby. I don't know,
Let's
man.
Go.
I feel like we got Flores.
Do we have three panelists that are on the Dolphins right now?
Perhaps. Well, listen. Here's my theory. You have the Patriots that have just have this, this clay thing that hasn't been molded yet, or the glue is on it but it hasn't dried yet. You can't just put a team together and all of a sudden Mac Jones and bam, rookie quarterback opening day, he's going to light up the Dolphins, who have built their team so almost perfectly with a ton of draft capital in the future as well. So they have a great nucleus. I feel like Tua's taking, he's got a full year of recovery from that hip. He's got the team now. Whatever, forget about the rumors. I don't know. The only thing that's going to get in the way of a win-loss, I think, is Belichick. But he historically loses to his former coaches, and Flores has his shit together, man. The Dolphins are a well-oiled machine, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. They're not going to want the quarterbacks to win it for them, either of them. So I think it'll be a conservative. So I don't know. I think the Dolphins edge it out.
I got one quick point. One. Let's not forget the year that Belichick lost to Flores when they almost tried to make the playoffs of Brady, and Brady left because, Ryan Fitzpatrick showed up and showed out. Just saying.
Yeah. Paying.
Well, I don't know what team I'm going to choose. Well, you better guess this one. Oh, man. I wonder what I am going to choose. No. Jokes aside, I hate my Dolphins a ton. I truly, really do. You guys crap on Gase, but Gase is the only one that took us to the playoffs in recent years, right? Like, say what you guys will, but he's the only one that did.
A clock's right.
What does that
say? Blind squirrel catches a nut every now and then, right?
Who was like
Jay
Fiedler,
it was
the quarterback
roster, and he did it. All right, we had Kenny Stills and shit, and Matt Moore running out there, and he still got to the playoffs. Let's give guy props where you can.
No,
but
I refuse.
My issue I've always had with the Dolphins is we always give one up to the Patriots, and that's one of our upsides. We always win one, no matter how bad our roster is, right? Like Noshawn Moreno runs 200 yards on them, and it's like, what the fuck's going on, right? That's Miami's way. I'm pretty sure we sell our souls every year. Somebody does to get that one a year. But here's the thing: Bill Belichick knows that he's beaten us with stupid shit before. He's beaten us with like Jimmy G. Jimmy G, I think, had a perfect game on us, like a near perfect passing experience in his first NFL start. Is Jimmy G better than Mac?
You're true. That's
Right,
true.
like Mac Jones? I don't know. My only thing I will say about the Patriots that I will give us a major advantage is their defense is older. Their entire defense is like in their 30s or really, really fresh. It's like one of the two. You know, Dante Hightower's coming back.
They all opted out last season.
Yeah, they all opted out to top
Well,
it
they
off.
all haven't played in football in over a year.
The most decorated Chinese player, Patrick Chung, is no longer on the team. Yes, and so like things like that. Like there's some stuff that kind of throws me off. So it does. They're a little bit older. Stephen Gilmore is now 30. You know, things like that start to kind of fall off. So I do feel like we have that advantage. But the Dolphins were not that good last year defensively. Yes, we led in turnovers, but we also gave up really ugly yards. Like, how can you be the best defense if you're giving up like 400 yards passing, but you have the most turnovers? It's just kind of awkward. So I think we do win it. I don't know if it's that much of a blowout, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots keep it close because that's what Bill Belichick does. He puts his quarterbacks, no matter who they are, Brian Hoyer or fucking Matt
in the
Castle,
best position to win.
Mac Jones, exactly.
Yeah.
He puts them in the
Damian
best
Harris,
position,
yeah.
plays to the best strengths. And we suck at linebacker. You know, we have Jerome Baker, who's cool, but I wouldn't doubt if a fucking tight end goes 90 yards on us. Would you be surprised if that happens? If Hunter Henry and Jonnu just kill it?
How is Henry? Is he healthy? Is he Hunter healthy?
I think he is healthy.
Yeah, I think he's
Hunter
back.
healthy?
He's
Yeah.
a go.
Damian Harris might run the ball in us 90 yards. We have like very blatant weaknesses year to year, and we never fix them, right? And we take risky picks at like Jalen Phillips, which, you know, good on him, good recovering, but I don't know. I think this is a close game. This isn't going to be a blowout. And if it was, it would surprise me, especially Patriots at home.
Herms.
All right, so I guess just to address the original question, better between Tua and Mac, probably Tua. I've talked about it on this show. I've talked about it on the Lateral Show. It's a podcast that drops every single Wednesday on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. You can follow the Lateral at the Lateral FF and check out the website www.thelateralff.com. But yeah, I mean, like I'm here for it. But as far as like, I think Tua will do better. But I mean, I think everybody else has been kind of hinting at it. It's just like the breakout season I anticipate coming from him. Like, I feel a little better about it, like coming in the future, because like for as much as been like, I mean, what's going on with Stephon Gilmore? Like, I don't fucking know. That it's a whole mess. Yeah. But at any rate, they still have J.C. Jackson. They brought in Jalen Mills. I think he's listed as questionable, but like that's still just like further bolstering, you know, the secondary they got going on there. That's pretty cool. You know, and also like bringing like Matt Judon. I mean, like honestly, Jude, like that defense in New England. I mean, like last year, because like it was mentioned, you know, like a lot of opt-outs, like a lot of different stuff happened, but like they're returning to form, man. Like they're gonna have an elite defense again. So honestly, it's just gonna be a tight game. I'm just really excited to see that shit. And also like shout out the fact that Ramondre Stevenson, despite, you know, the thumb issue, and he should be out there. Exactly. And last I checked, granted this was like a couple days ago, so I don't know if this number has changed, but like at least on ESPN leagues, Ramondre Stevenson I think was hovering around like 19% rostership. So
okay,
just keep that in mind for like, you know, just like the back of your bench there, you know, because
I mean, here's
like,
one. Herms.
So,
Latavius Murray or Ramondre Stevenson? Who do you want on your roster?
Ramondre.
I mean,
just a regular redraft league.
I'll take the risk. The risk.
Are we talking long term?
Just a redraft league.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I mean, like for week one, I mean, I don't fucking know, but for long term, like honestly, yeah, I mean, the higher upside.
If you have one spot on your roster,
Latavius Murray, that's an easy one.
Guys are sitting out there. Which one?
You know that
that's
Latavius Murray.
The higher upside play in that regard, in my opinion, would be Ramondre Stevenson. But if you're going for the safer move, then like sure, yeah, go Latavius. But like
Latavius is chalk.
Don't give me that. Look, we had a whole topic about this.
I love it.
Where it's just like, you know, like
hold on.
Last year, possibly being like, you know, it was your words, you know.
But I'm also, but at the same time,
I'm just saying, dude.
I'm also not here. Like there are plenty of bets out there that I can make that I can go chalk as fuck. I mean, that's probably one. It's like there's gonna be risk on both sides. I might as well just fucking accept the risk. Like,
and
you know,
and like throughout the draft process, I was a lot higher on Ramondre Stevenson than other people because I compared him to like I can't remember what movie it was. I think it was Dumbo though. You know what I mean? Like with the hippo and the ballerina shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, he's a bigger boy, but like, did you see what he could do on his feet? You see what he could do on his feet?
That would be Fantasia.
Let's go ahead. Let's go.
Either way, yeah.
We did kind of touch on this last week, so I don't want to take too long, crazy. But Packers versus Saints will be taking place as the Saints did move locations, as we know from last week's episode, to Saxonville, aka Duval. Actually, that's the county that Jacksonville's in. Does Rodgers come out and light it up, or does Winston fall flat? Like, what are you guys expecting? What are the range of outcomes? Let's start with Herms. And then also, cheers to me, cheers to you all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly.
I'm out.
Mm.
Someone just spit on my screen and no call it even.
Somebody did, huh?
Do I have to pay for that thing?
Oh no.
The first one's always free, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I paid for less, so.
All right, sports.
He's working on some crack so bad.
Oh my god! Rodgers will show up. He'll do his thing. That's just what he does. That's what he's always done. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm expecting a pretty solid game from Aaron Rodgers. But as far as like, you know, Jameis falling flat on his face, like, I don't know, man, because a lot was made of the Packers defense in, you know, recent years. And like, especially like this time last year, we were really expecting the Packers defense to be a lot better than they actually ended up being. You know, I mean, the front seven ended up being a lot easier to run on than anybody had imagined. So, I mean, like, they've done a few things to address that here and there. Don't get me wrong, but like, Kamara having a good game on his own should theoretically open up the pass, just because, I mean, like, my understanding of how football works, you kind of establish the run, do the thing with the so, you know, and I remember like people like, you know, I saw I think it was like Mike Clay tweeted out a while ago, just like the depth chart of like Saints wide receivers. Like, yeah, like on paper it doesn't look great, but at the same time, like, Marquez Callaway's that dude. Okay,
yeah.
We saw that connection, and like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, whether it's Jair Alexander, whoever that ends up, you know, like even like Kevin King or whatever the fuck it is, like covering that, like I'm here for it, because just like Jameis Winston's not afraid to force shit if he has to, and if he does force shit and he does throw a ton of picks as his reputation dictates, let us not forget the Saints have a pretty damn good defense themselves. So like they can contain some shit and keep themselves in the game. So it's just like, I'm not necessarily expecting Winston to like fall flat, but even if he does, that does not prevent the Saints from winning the game necessarily. So, and like with it being in a neutral site, with it being like between these two teams, that like
the neutral site is a differentiator.
The neutral site's insane, and like, and it's two franchises that went through a lot of crazy shit in the offseason. So it's just like, dude, like, regardless of what happens, this is going to be one of the most interesting games to watch, in my opinion, because like, man, like, there are a lot of question marks on both sides, like all four sides of the ball. Well, there's 6 parts because it's offense, defense, special teams, offense. You know what I mean, though? Whatever. Just like, dude, man, because it's just like tons of questions. How involved is A.J. Dillon going to be? Who the fuck knows? What is the impact of Randall Cobb? Who the fuck knows? Is Winston going to do all this? It's just like, I mean, I love the questions that you raise, but honestly, there's even more questions that we could raise if we wanted to dig into it. But this is a long show, and I got to shut the fuck up at a certain point. But either way, this game is going to be very, very, very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Start Marquez Callaway with confidence. Seriously, like I'll say that.
SportsMe, we all love we love you. We love you back.
Dilly for SportsMe. SportsMe, it's sports you.
Dilly 30-second takes. You got to get it in for that, right?
I
tried watching that Giants versus Cowboys thing, and I couldn't even get the volume on. I was just like, you know, I'm depressed about my Giants.
Bro, we got snacks on the app, and we got an NFC East, you know, water bet going.
Snacks? You talking about defensive tackle snacks?
Snacks Harrison?
No.
You talking about former Jets? Went to the Giants.
You got too excited. You got too excited.
Taco snacks.
Hey, you know that's a catchphrase. You know,
No, we got
Tacos
the homie
next.
we got the homie from BDG on there, so we doing big things over on the SportsMe app. It's popping. Joey's over there, representing. So like it's a thing. Payne killing it. Hers. I know you're gonna be hopping back up in the loop and shit. So like it's a whole thing. Hey yo, Payne, set it off.
All right, so Packers Saints. Actually, one of these guys that I'm helping his team, he had to make a decision. He played Zeke last night. We know how that went. He got 20 points for blocking, so it was great. But the rushing, not so much. He has to play a flex. I told him to play Callaway, and this is where something I've learned over this year, just by itself, and even a little bit last year. Thanks, Alexa. Alexa, your horn mouse.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. All right, so basically, the way I'm looking at it is take the what does the Vegas have for scoring?
Alexa, play Shakira.
Yo, you're a dick.
I really want to dance like this. She didn't want to dance Spanish. Como se llama? Sí, Juanita, sí.
Oh my God.
Shakira.
We've gone off the rails.
Yeah. So just listen to Vegas. We have them going over 51 points. That's what the thing is, over under 51. Vegas expects them to go on a shootout, even with them losing Traquan Smith, who was irrelevant, and everybody else on that team. So it's gonna be a high scoring game. So I'll let James Winston do what he does to hyper target his Mike Evans 2.0, and then see where it goes from there. Like that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna listen to Vegas on this one and just play him with confidence. And I have no issues with that. And then as for Rodgers is always going to be good. He doesn't have to play at any camp. He's just going to be Rodgers. And that defense, that secondary, is a little suspect right now on the Saints. So,
hey, Clapnuts, he'll have trade value probably after about week 1, week 2. Let him develop the value for you right now. Don't just rush out there. Don't just rush out there and try and see. Think of week 1 in fantasy football as your only week of preseason football. Like unlike real football, how you get how now they have 3 weeks of preseason. Think of this as your preseason. See what happens, and then maybe make a move. I don't know if I'm pouncing on moving Gaskin. I think that Gaskin could have good flex value for you potentially.
Gaskin's gonna be closer to Zeke, baby.
Also, shout out that Kurt Cobain avatar.
If you're in PPR, you got to play Gaskin.
Clap, why do you want to trade him? Just curious.
Yeah, that's what I'm more.
Actually, I'm not judging you. I just want to know.
He's probably trying to get what he thinks is a better player.
There's a good chance he might hold up, man.
Gaskin's got a room to himself, basically.
I just got one thing to say. Brian Flores' last statements that we've seen about Myles Gaskins. Yeah, he could be a 3-down back. Does that not scream first to second round volume?
So
like
no,
his volume is
hell no.
All right.
Malcolm Brown.
Fuck that. I'm putting us back on track.
No, we didn't answer this guy's question. I'm not going to go crazy. But Myles Gaskin had 41 catches last season, only playing 7 full games, 10 games total, quote unquote, right? And he had like 600 rushing yards. Like, that's what you want. If he played 16, he could have been 900 yards. And
if he just spit that whole verse, that would have been fire.
900 yards, and then maybe 70, 80 catches. That's money, right? You're getting what we're trying to say is he is a 3rd, 4th round value. What are you trading him for? You probably got him in 6 or 7.
Oh, y'all dicks. Y'all are dicks. Y'all are dicks.
My hips don't lie.
Alexa, play Slayer.
Oh,
Alexa, play Stroking by Clarence Carter.
If you're trying to get receiver, man, there's always depth.
Larry, your take.
Don't give up running back.
Alexa, play Myles Gaskins.
Alexa, Rodgers or Winston?
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Alexa broken.
Alexa, I'm sorry.
Fuck, all right, no more Alexa jokes.
All right. Give me the weather for the next 7 days. So, anyway, yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, of course he's going to light it up. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's got a lot to prove. Devontae Adams, he doesn't have a contract yet. He's going to want to light it up. They're playing Jacksonville, who's terrible. They didn't do anything to address their team. They're still a shitty team. Or wait, they're playing in Jacksonville. Sorry, the Saints. Yeah. So yeah, man, Jameis Winston. I feel like he's gonna.
Oh my!
He's gonna light it up. How many interceptions is he gonna have? Is the question. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
he's gonna want to throw down with Rodgers. The question is, can he hang with Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a heavy thing. They're going to be trying to be conservative as best they can, and then they're going to have to start lighting it up. They're going to have to unleash Jameis Winston, and who's going to be the beneficiary? Maybe what's his nuts gets in. You know, Taysom Hill.
That is.
Taysom
Oh,
Hill.
don't even say that.
Laviska, you're starting Laviska in that scenario class.
No, you're not.
No,
Come on,
I'd
you
take
know
Gaskin.
you're not.
I'd take Gaskin.
Gaskin.
I'm taking Gaskins all
Gaskin,
day,
100%.
just because he's the running back.
Who are we talking
Yeah.
about now? Someone said
Honestly,
Laviska?
it's in that
Laviska
order.
against
It's
Myers
Gaskins,
Chanel.
Myers, Chanel.
I'm telling you, it doesn't burn when I pee.
Everyone's just talking about their own team.
You're goddamn right,
Laviska gets the Texans. Come on.
bro. Gaskins is
Oh,
gonna
shit.
Gaskin.
Fuck.
I
Yeah.
don't think you're
That's
wrong. Either way. How
Laviska
about
gets the
that?
Texans. Like, come on.
Bro,
So
Gaskins
just
gets
not
7
Jacoby
catches for
Myers.
7 yards.
Yeah, but like, are they even gonna have to throw to Laviska? Like, seriously, it's a shit team.
Hey,
Like,
I'm
Gaskin.
all in on the Jags and DFS. Like, that's my like low key like sneaky shit.
Yo,
That's-
that-
Yo, can I low-key say clap nuts? That's like half of my teams right there. Gaskins, Myers, Chanel. That's RB2, flex 1, flex 2. Like that, they're all starting. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Talking about his
All of
kid-
them are starters.
Although
Like,
if we're talking DFS and we're trying to go like low key with that Jags game, yo, fuck it, Jordan Akins, tight end for the Texans.
Yes,
Sneaky.
yes, very
Sneaky.
sneaky.
Nice
I
call.
love it.
Deeper.
I love it,
Tyler
Herm.
Croft,
I love
tight
it,
end
Herm.
for the Jets. Low-key sneaky.
your take on this Rodgers topic.
Sneaky Pete.
Did
Bro.
you just call me out?
Yeah, Joey. Yeah,
Robbie,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I couldn't hear if you said me. Yeah, I mean, so one thing we know about Green Bay is you can run on them. So New Orleans has one of the best running backs in the league. So if they can
Eduardo.
run the ball, but I don't. The thing is, if you run on Green Bay, you're just going to let Rodgers air it out later on to try to catch up. So, you know, I do think Green Bay is going to win this game because I don't think Jameis will win on his first game back in Florida.
Fuck
I just don't
no.
think it's gonna-
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Side
no.
story.
Like,
Yeah,
all right,
I
I know that Rodgers is like 4-3 in the state of Florida.
Oh,
Like,
that's a funny one.
like, I don't give a shit about that stat.
How are the
that is
crab
so-
legs in Jacksonville?
Oh,
Hey,
why'd
now.
you? All right.
Jameis probably knows it ain't that far from Tallahassee.
So I think I've said this before. My biggest fear with Jameis as a Bucks fan is that the LASIK fixed everything.
Yeah.
And now with Sean Payton, he is going to be like incredible.
Hey,
He's
I'm
out there
just
just
saying,
doing
that's my
Dak
biggest fear.
Prescott shit.
I'm gonna just say minus 195 on Green Bay plus 165 on New Orleans. I don't know if I want to fuck with New Orleans like that.
I'm just saying, I'm starting Marcus Callaway everywhere I go.
Yes.
Even in a fire.
Yes.
Even in a fucking
Someone's got to
fire.
catch passes, right?
He said even in a fucking fire, Mike.
Especially 'cause
Yeah. Speaking of fires, like even if the game's a dumpster fire for Jameis, which I don't think it will be, but if it is, right, that's just more passes to Callaway. Like I'm on the Callaway train with everybody else who's on it here.
choo-choo!
Yeah, choo choo, let's go. But
I have him in my Scott Fishbowl. I didn't even have to pay for him.
all right.
Same.
I did have to pay
It was
for
like
him.
it was my 21st round pick.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I love it. I did have to pay for him, and I got ridiculed for dropping like pretty much all my fab on him. And I was like, I don't even give a shit. Like, there's nobody out there right now. Like, he's the only person who's literally out there who's worth a shit. But
You could have
nobody
been with me and like the other 60 people in the whole thing that took him at the beginning. It's fine.
Okay.
I could have been, but you know what? Like, if you don't get him at the beginning, it's good to get him now.
Hey,
Oh, for sure,
Uh,
for sure.
This
Yeah.
shit,
But
this
James,
shit right here wins Twitter. This shit right here wins Twitter. Oh my god, bro! All right,
Nice.
so
to the east and the west, all right?
So hey, the homie Marty, fucking Beamer cleaner. All right, he has us.
Whoa.
He has us.
gotta
He
pay
has
extra
us.
for that.
Hey, check it out. He has us up on his big ass smart TV with like his Toronto Raptors like the banner underneath. Like it's just so dope. It's like, yo, you chose to watch this on the smart TV.
Surround sound, the Rumboyz After
That's
Dark.
commitment.
Hey.
No, dog, that's commitment.
I
Let's
love
get
it.
that bass going, guys.
Yo, we need to figure out something.
Wop.
We need to figure out something for Marty. Marty, we're gonna figure out something for you. We're gonna figure out like a giveaway or something like Yo, that's loyalty. That's loyalty. That's
Loyalty.
Shout out
Hey.
Kendrick. What up, yo?
Hey.
Dude, last release with Top Dog coming out very soon. I'm looking forward to that shit. That shit's gonna be fucking.
Yes.
Also, he dropped he had a guest spot on what was that, like Baby Keem? That shit, I think it dropped in like August 27th. Yeah, check out that track. That shit's fire. That shit's fire.
Nice.
Clap said these
nuts.
are my starters. Stafford, Najee, James Robinson, Bobby Trees, Robbie Anderson, Flex Gaskin, tight end Travis Kelce, defense Bucks. Well,
You're doing fine.
Looks good.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, we saw how the Bucks play.
Good job.
Yeah,
You ain't got to think about this any more than you already have.
I might want to think about a backup QBs. Doesn't have anybody on his team besides Stafford, so I don't know.
Let's go Taco and drop the mic super fast.
Yo, real quick. Here's my question to you guys. You're talking about Alvin Kamara is going to run all over these Packers. My God, Alvin Kamara is going to come out like a beast. How many yards does Alvin Kamara average per game in his career? Do you think it's over 55?
Total yards. Damn it, total yards.
Because it's not.
Total yards.
You're right. Maybe. You know what? Maybe Jameis Winston's going to learn how to pass to the running back like he never did in Tampa. So this whole Saints offense is a conundrum. You don't know what the fuck to expect.
Yeah.
Is Kamara going to be the guy?
They're paying him a fuck ton to be that guy. They're going to make Jameis throw to him.
I've seen
like, come on, like.
I've seen the Knicks pay Eddie Kerr to be a center, and guess what? It's just wasting our money. You know what?
Let's not talk about the Knicks and spending money as an example of things to do correctly.
I was going to say,
hey, we're back.
I can't talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, Taco, eat your fucking words on the Knicks. Yeah, that was fucking.
Listen, we're back. We're back. I can bring it back now because we're back. But
I watched the Stephon Marbury documentary a couple nights ago, by the way. That shit was really good.
Listen,
if you haven't seen that shit, check it out on Netflix. There's a documentary about Stephon Marbury.
Marbury,
really
low key, he's a monster. I hate that he's one of the best point guards we ever had, and he never got to do anything because he could do everything on the court. But my point is this: Alvin Kamara is going to rush him. You know, and Jair Alexander is a shutdown corner. Are we expecting Marquez Callaway to beast on Jair Alexander, especially if Jair is shadowing him? I don't think so. And now you're going to tell me that Jameis Winston is going to have to force throws in bad situations to subpar receivers? That's not happening. And you're expecting Jameis Winston to come out and start throwing to his running back, which he's never done? Maybe that happens. We don't know. So to bank on the Saints right now, I feel like is a little bit of a risky proposition, whereas we've seen the Packers in action. We've seen what they can do. The defense isn't bad. This is a team that was in the NFC Championship game. We have Aaron Jones. We have Devontae Adams. And Bobby Tunyon can catch touchdowns whenever he needs it. Who needs yards when you get touchdowns? So at the end of the day, Packers are going to win. Saints got to hope that they can develop some sort of run game behind Jameis Winston. And I think that Jones, the backup running back in the Saints, is going to be the most underrated running back. Tony Jones, because of the fact we know that's a team that's going to split carries in the backfield. We've seen Latavius Murray and Kamara become both flexible options where you're getting at least
and even Mark Ingram.
They did it back
there. You know what I mean? So 100%. I think that Tony Jones is the most underrated player. And if the Saints come out big, Tony Jones is going to be the one that has the big game, not Alvin Kamara.
What do you think about Brandon Coleman?
Mike's text. Mike next. Fuck.
Drop that mic. Drop that mic.
So earlier in the offseason, we didn't know if Green Bay or if Rodgers was going to play in Green Bay, if he was going to play in Denver, if he was going to be on Jeopardy, or even if he was going to be on some Hawaiian coast with his girlfriend just freaking drinking Mai Tais.
Is his career in jeopardy or on jeopardy?
God.
Boom!
But just like Robbie said, they moved the game to Jacksonville. He's 3-4 in Florida, and I don't give a rat's ass. A motivated Rodgers is a pissed off and a successful Rodgers. Green Bay's going to whoop New Orleans' ass because of it.
Oh, for sure.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
He dropped that mic. Shiver me timbers.
What will the Browns need to do in order to get the best? In order to get the best of the Kansas City Chiefs, or honestly, is it even possible? We could kind of go super fast on this, and Mike left the studio. Oh, wait, there's Mike. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Mike, you're a Chiefs fan, so go ahead.
It's not gonna be a blowout. They're gonna have to run the ball with Nick Chubb, and they're gonna have to contain one of Hill and Kelsey. I wouldn't be surprised if they cover the spread, but they won't win the game.
Taco.
I think the Browns are an underrated team. Their defense is built to last. I think that they have a team that can run the ball and keep the ball away from the Chiefs. I think this is a close game. I think the Chiefs win, but I think the Browns are not out of it.
Mike.
Yeah, close game for sure. Browns defense, don't sleep on them. I know you don't want to start them against the Chiefs, but like for the rest of the season,
absolutely,
they're a good defense. So it's gonna be the Chiefs, but it ain't gonna be by much.
Anything's possible. We got to remember the Chiefs fans have not got to really celebrate their team in Arrowhead, and I don't see a way when there's going to be the highest capacity they've had so far that the Chiefs lose with an atmosphere like that. And I don't usually buy into atmosphere at all, but Arrowhead's a different situation.
Arrowhead's a completely different situation.
Yeah.
There are two stadiums that I'm like, that's Arrowhead, and when that 12th man steps on the field for Seattle, like when you know that the 12th man is really gonna be that, I'm like, fuck. Like that shit does sway things when it comes, especially in the world of betting. Larry,
if Cleveland wants a chance, they got to keep Mahomes off the field. So they have two wide running back ones, and I think they're going to use them, and they're going to run them into the ground. You know, Hunt, Chubb, get them going, and see if they can just outlast the Chiefs. And
you have to get up early.
I would say home team wins in this one, and I mean clearly the Chiefs. I would have liked to. I think Cleveland would have a really good chance to sneak them. They're playing Cleveland, but
I think Cleveland has a better chance than we all realize, and that's why I wrote it on the show sheet. Let's go, Payne.
It's just gonna come down to, can Baker Mayfield play well, right? That's the only thing I'm always ever scared of is, does he play well? Does he play well? If he does, I think they win. They have the better roster. They have a good O-line. They got guys going against this Chiefs O-line that wasn't that good at the end of the last year. And now you got Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. I know Jadeveon Clowney, whatever. But you get my point. Is like, it's a strong overall balanced team. One of the best O-lines, one of the best defensive lines, one of the better secondaries, good wide receivers, okay quarterback. We'll wait to see. Good running back. They could win it. I'm gonna take the Browns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Herms.
What the Browns need to do to win is add John Johnson, Troy Hill, Jadeveon Clowney, Malik Jackson, and draft Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah and Greg Newsome in the offseason, which thankfully they did, because that was already
Jeremiah's
on top
good.
of that defense being really good. So, I mean, dead ass. Like, the Browns probably have the best defense in the AFC. And look, because you said you want to keep it short, so I won't go too long with it, but like, just for all intents and purposes, for those of you watching, listening at home, look up the Chiefs offensive line, starting offensive line from last year, and look at their offensive line this year. Like, yes, is it still good? Sure, but you'll notice there are a lot of different names. Cohesiveness as a unit has to be there, and the Browns did their shit to upgrade their deficiencies. So it's like, look, I'm taking the Browns.
They're gonna have lobster bibs on.
They also added John Johnson.
Here's what I'll do. If the Browns win and you guys in the chat hit on the Browns winning, I don't care what sports book you play. If you pick the Browns on the money line and the Browns win, I'm gonna give, and you shoot me a screenshot in DMs, I'm giving all of you first access to next week's Week 2 Monkey Knife Fight prop article.
Well, why wouldn't everyone just play that bet just because?
Because that's some good information there, man.
The first MKF article did well enough to where we are now putting that behind. You'll still get my Monday Night article, my Monday Night Football article for Monkey Knife Fight, free on drroto.com. Yeah, your boy writes for Dr.
Yeah, fucking low key plug out. Robbie. Honestly, Robbie, stop the show. Congratulate Robbie. Honestly, I'm so proud of you, man. You kept it low key, but like, man, that's mad props to you, brother. Seriously.
Thank you. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take the weekly article, and we're gonna now put that behind a paywall. So if you guys want myself and I'm gonna start seeing, we can get some contributors on that. But if you want myself and the staff's picks on that, it will be exclusively through our Patreon, where for $2 you can join the Little Shot program, or if you want for $4 you can join the Big Shot program, and we'll hook you up. Let's go ahead here. We have a fantasy football question as we were about to get into the next topic. Let's just try and make this a consensus
mentality.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm done. You're right. You're good.
You're good.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
On to the next
And you
one.
knew that. You knew that already. Mentality. You knew that. Come on, buddy. You knew that.
Yeah. No, you're.
Hey guys, I'm winning. Can you tell me
fine.
I'm winning?
Yeah, you're good. You're good there. All right, so Sunday Night Football, and then we're going to get into everyone's favorite matchups of the week right after that.
Yeah.
Which all of you will then be able to break out into your own personal in-game analysis for your favorite matchup of the week. But first, we do have to break down one final specific game, which is Sunday Night Football, a staple in the football community. This matchup features the Chicago Bears, against the Los Angeles Rams. Unfortunately, Dalton will be the starter, but my question to the panel is: drink if we see Justin Fields at some point during this game. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Justin Fields won't even be better than Zach Wilson, and I hate that hype.
Here's the thing, though.
I only saw two of us drink.
And I think this topic starts with Herms because of the order, and also the reason that my can is right here is because I'm picking it up, but I ain't drinking because they have to be and we talked about this on the most recent episode of The Lateral Show at The Lateral FF on Twitter. Check out the website, www. Yeah. But seriously, the way that Fields finds himself into the game is if Dalton does so poorly, but they're still in it, and the crowd, just Fields, some shit like that. It's complicated. It depends on game script entirely.
You think that PR
if Dalton
plays
gets
into it, is this one of those? Is this one of those that the fans want it, the fans get it?
If the fans want it, the fans will get it if the game is close. If the game is already so far gone, then why throw Fields in if your plan all along was to fucking basically forfeit anyway? Because and we've been saying over at the Lateral and shit, every game they start Andy Dalton is a fucking forfeit. Because we know who the better quarterback is. It's Matt Flynn, Russell Wilson shit from way back in the day. You know what I mean? It's they'll say one thing, but we know who the better guy is. So it's it really depends on how the game script goes. Unless they have a reason to, and they're close, then no, we won't see him. If it's a total blowout by halftime, then they'll just leave him out there to fucking do that shit. But if it's close and Dalton does poorly, we will see Fields. It really depends on how the pace of that game goes. So I'm halfway. I'm halfway.
Any certain way? We'll make this quick.
I don't see him starting at all. There's no reason to. There's really no upside to this. If you're losing, you're losing. You're winning, you're winning.
Exactly.
He doesn't start until probably week 2, week 3, maybe week 4.
Smart now.
He's gonna get early in, and that's it. Because fuck it, not everyone's the Dolphins where they put Tua against Aaron Donald in the first fucking week.
Yeah.
Coming off of goddamn hip injury, it's not gonna happen.
Is that how everyone is pretty much feeling about the possibilities? Is that why no one else drank? Or
yeah,
I don't. No,
Week
he's
4.
not gonna.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to Fields even? There's a bad offensive line, and he's already shown that if he takes a hit, you could lose him for 7 weeks just because he got hit too hard. You got to protect him.
You can't create a mess.
Yeah, you start the veteran until he, falters, and the crowd will play a role. But I feel like
he might start
it'll be
mid-game
deserving at
eventually.
That point,
The one thing I gotta say, as a Giants fan, I love that we get their pick. So start Andy Dalton as much as you can, lose as much as you can, and we'll make the trade for Deshaun Watson in the offseason. Let's go Giants next year.
That shit is not happening. Ew.
I will say though, real quick, one of the most bullshit things about this entire scenario is just oh shit, well, we don't want to throw him against the Wolves and have him get beat up by Aaron Donald week 1. It's just okay, so if the plan is just to save him and then start him in week 2, it's just well, in week 3 you got to throw him out there against Myles Garrett and the Browns. So it's just Are you
Exactly.
really saving his ass?
Yeah.
Are you really saving his
Yeah.
ass? Or are you just digging yourself a deep ass hole because you went too hard with saying Andy Dalton's the starter the whole time?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like honestly, like I'm calling out the head coach.
You're gonna
at this point.
lose
It's like
Andy Dalton.
it's disingenuous bullshit.
Nagy is also a fucking asshole. Nagy's also a fucking asshole.
But that's what I'm
bro.
saying. He's a fucking ass. That's what I'm saying.
He's
It's just
a
like
father.
it's all just
He's a
dumbass
father,
bullshit.
man.
It's all just
He's
dumbass
protecting his
bullshit.
kid.
Yeah.
You finally
Also,
get a good kid.
Fields
like
should be out there.
No,
He should be.
No,
Fields
Fields will be hurt week 1.
Fields gets an opportunity to see how a pro gets ready for a game.
Matt Nagy as a coach and Dalton at this point in his career are both the equivalent of ass milk.
Bro, it's called
That's
being
good
a
milk.
father.
What the
You're
hell is
protecting your kid from damage.
You don't wanna know.
If you put that dude out there versus that team, they're gonna get mopped. Why?
Same
would
thing
you do
in
that?
week 3 with Myles Garrett. Just
You're
like get him
right.
whooped
You
early.
wait till
Fuck, who
week
cares?
5,
It's
week
fine. It's the same thing.
He promised
Yeah.
ball in the start. They'll pull him at halftime if he is half-assed.
I'll answer your question.
If
Really
it's
quick.
close, then yeah.
I'll answer your question really quick.
Ooh,
Like,
J-Rob for Zeke. Love
yeah,
it.
like
If you could
pull
do
it
that,
off,
you do that.
Yeah, do it. But like at the same time, don't be surprised if Zeke fails you and Robinson pops off.
Don't be surprised if they both suck this year.
Don't be surprised. No,
LaVisca Chenault is going to take those receptions James Robinson had last year.
I'm a LaVisca. Hold on, I'm now on the LaVisca train since the ETN industry. You don't gotta fucking convince me on LaVisca, bro. But at the same time, Robinson's he's gonna clap cheeks this season. All right,
No,
he's clapping
you
fucking
crazy, bro. You crazy. That's a bad team.
James Robinson is clapping cheeks.
I'm calling you out when he does it.
I honestly
Call
thought.
me out.
Don't
Let's
drop
go,
the mic, it's
baby.
gonna clap some
James
cheeks.
Robinson was my
so
darling
too.
last year, but I don't trust that team.
Call me
This-
out. Hold on. No. We got to get into to everyone's personal in-game analysis.
Oh yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the most important segment of the show, because each analyst now you get to peer into the minds of. You've already gotten to get to know each one throughout the show, but they're going to give you their matchups of the week. You can do what you want with this analysis. Do as you please. I don't care if it's DFS worthy, if it's moneyline worthy, over under. We're here to help you guys. We're each gonna pick our game of the week, whether we've already covered it or not. And we're gonna just kind of tell you where our loyals lie and where we think you guys can get in on the action and maybe have some fun this weekend. We start with Drop the Mic FF. Your matchup that you look forward to the most this week and that you feel that the chat should key in on. And also, chat, you can key in on any one of these. You can key on any one of these. Pick your favorite analyst. Follow your favorite analysts. Follow all their work, all their articles as well, and track this stuff. Let them know. Holler at them. These are your friends now.
So my game is a game we have mentioned, and that is the Carolina Jets game. Partly because of DFS, I think you can get some cheap stacks with Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson, like we've said. You can also go low on them and still be able to afford McCaffrey. I do agree with Taco that Zach is going to have a decent game, but I also agree with Larry that on the Jet side, it's all about Corey Davis and the wide receiving core. But I would even go money line on Carolina.
Moneyline Carolina. That is your matchup. That is your pick of the week. Joey, we're just going to go to you since you're right there at that bottom screen. And then mentality, I do believe that he is for the value that you're getting him at. I mean, I think that he's a great wide receiver. I think that you should definitely play him. And if it's affordable for you in DFS lineups, maybe you play him. But that's going to depend on your budget and how you set the rest of your lineup. Go ahead, Joey.
Cardinals secondary is good, but they'll probably line up primarily against AJ Brown. So,
Did Mike take Arizona, Tennessee?
No.
Okay, that's the game that I'm most looking forward to. So since my Bucks already played, I want fantasy points, and that's where I'm going to get them. I think we're going to get a shootout. So, yeah, Arizona, Tennessee. I got kicked off. I'm sorry. I didn't know where we were at.
No, bro, you're good. You're good. Let's go Taco, because of what the original order would have been. Let's go Taco. Give me your give the fans, give the viewers at home what's important for them to lock in.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, that Cardinals Titans team, like Joey said, I think that's gonna be a great game. But if I got to go to another game, I think it's going to be the Eagles and the Falcons. And I think the reason why it's going to be the Eagles and the Falcons is because of 3 reasons. The first reason, I want to see what Kyle Pitts does. Kyle Pitts is the biggest anomaly that we've had in the fantasy drafts in the last couple of years, and he could either be a wide receiver or a tight end. That's going to be a big determining factor on whether you trade for him later on in the season. 2, the Eagles running back situation is really interesting because I'm not sure how much Miles Sanders is going to get of that workload. So I'm really interested to see who gets what and how does the Eagles offense break down. And lastly, I really want to see what Matt Ryan has left in the tank, because Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley has shown good rapport. Matt Ryan and Gage has shown good rapport. So who is he really going to favor going into that season? Who's going to be his number 2? I think between Pitts and Gage, we're all looking at that. And I'm going to give you one bonus. Mike Davis, we're all expecting to be a big shot. We're expecting Mike Davis to be an RB1, at least as far as I'm concerned, just because of that sheer volume. Fantasy football is not about talent. It's about volume. And I think that's something that we're going to watch, because he could have a shot at being an RB1.
Mike, what is your pick for the viewers at home?
Dude,
and make sure viewers at home, you're copying down. You guys are taking notes. This is the part of the show where I really need you to take notes. Mike, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's right. Write it on a piece of paper, tattoo it on yourself, whatever you got to do. but when it comes to it, like, I love that Arizona-Tennessee game too. But if I have to pick a different one, I'll take a look at like Minnesota and the Bengals. What the fuck are we gonna make of the Bengals this year, right? Like, how does Burrow bounce back? What receiver like pops off? Because everybody's like aligned with their receiver. Like, I'm with this guy, I'm with that guy, right? It's Boyd, it's whatever. Like, and like, we're gonna learn a little bit here. We're gonna learn a lot of it. About the Bengals and how they progressed or not. And everybody's got trust issues with Mixon, right? And like, we're gonna learn a little bit about that too. It's just, that's a big learning curve game for a lot of people that I have as like flex worthy or higher people. Like, what do you do with all these great players that we're all hyped about? Like, we're going to learn a lot in this game. So watch it if you can. And if not, hit me up, because I get to watch it because I'm in Cincy.
I'm actually going to be doing a SportsMe tomorrow, a SportsMe take tomorrow inside my favorite prop, inside my favorite props of the week. And that's actually one of the games where I'm like, this game is chock full of props because you don't know what to expect. So if you just have that wild hair, that you just have the trigger finger, and you have a game where you're just like, I don't want to go chalk. That's it. I really feel like that's the one where you can just start getting really risk adverse to just seeing what the fuck happens. And that's the one where I'm probably just gonna go crazy. Where maybe I'm probably gonna take the under on Jamar Chase. I'm probably gonna take the over. It's just a whole lot of different things that like I can do with that, and it's a super versatile game to really play. Like, if you're just trying to have some fun with it.
Yeah, Robbie, can I go next? Because I gotta pee.
What's up?
That's just what I did, Herm.
Go ahead.
Okay, so just like real quick, I don't have like a specific matchup or anything, but just if you're wondering about what to do with lineups and stuff, James Conner, very interesting. The Tennessee Titans red zone rush defense, like middle of the pack last year, but James Conner profiles very well as the guy to replace Kenyon Drake in that offense from last year. And for context, I have it pulled up. It's an article coming out tomorrow through the Lateral. Our boom bust picks. He's my boom pick. Per Pro Football Reference last year, Kenyon Drake 56 red zone rushing attempts to Chase Edmonds 13. So if we're really going to be looking about, who's going to fall into the end zone, do all that type of shit, like, honestly, like, I understand the injury history of James Conner. Steelers, I get it. Hey, but when he's out there and he's healthy, he is good. He will do that shit. He profiles best to replace Kenyon Drake in that offense. If you're looking for that might pay dividend. Like, if you spend up other positions and you're looking for some shit in DFS, like if you're gonna go like big bucks otherwise and like other places and you want to go for that shit, James Conner, cheap option. If he balls out, we'll probably treat him as an RB2 for the rest of the season. I gotta pee. Just wanted to throw that out there. I will be back for my outro, but I really got to do this.
Have a nice time.
And for everyone at home, I mean, Rumboyz NFL AM Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. We're going to be going into things like the weather and wind, and like that's where we're really about to start getting like kinky as fuck on that ass.
Ooh, that
it
sounds
is,
sexy.
it is about to,
Tell me about the weather, Robbie. Tell me about that,
bro. Hey, when I start getting into when it's I become a different person 30 minutes before the lines close. Like when it's that last 30 minutes.
That's when the wind gust is coming from the left side, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I like that shit."
like, bro, and that shit be swaying my fucking pick, bro.
Like, oh, it's swirling winds. Oh, I like that shit.
Give
me that running back all day, baby.
It's about to snow, motherfucking Jamal Williams. Turn the fuck up, like
Here
I'm
comes
one of
the
those.
snow. Oh.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Oh,
yeah.
trust me, bro. I do that shit on 2K. Like, fuck.
This kicker's indoors. Yeah.
No wind.
Turf.
We go monkey and then pang.
Yeah, man. So hey ho, Dynasty Hot Sauce. Check us out. So at Dynasty Hot Sauce on Twitter. Hey,
it's not
I'm all in on Carolina and the Jets, obviously, for obvious reasons. But no one's mentioned the game of the week, man. I mean, we talked about it earlier, actually, but in this segment in particular, we're talking Chiefs Browns. I mean, it's going to be a free for all. Everyone's like, oh, the Chiefs offensive line, but you know what? The Chiefs can hang with anybody, man. It's Pat Mahomes we're talking about here, so they're going to be lighting it up. The Baker's going to have to keep up with that with him. So I mean, you're starting everybody, and I could see a random like Demarcus Robinson like fucking 2 touchdown game, like some random
Pringle touchdowns.
God, please don't
random Chief like Demarcus Robinson is gonna like have like 50 yards and like 2 touchdowns. Oh my gosh, Herms brought his there was I thought I saw somebody in the background there.
That's Bob Dylan. That's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan blowing in the wind. Yeah. So yeah, man, start everybody.
Start the Chiefs again.
It's gonna be a free for all in Arrowhead Stadium. You got you got the Hooper Baker stack for those fishbowl folks, and Odell's coming back, and Landry's going to be catching.
So Larry, you're telling me to start
Jones, baby, DPJ.
Hold on, Larry, you're telling me to start Hooper in my Scott Fishbowl because I drafted Hooper.
Yes.
Should I start him?
Hell yeah!
You're in the Migos. You're in the Migos.
Start all these guys against the Chiefs, man.
You're gonna have to keep up. Your division's too cutthroat. You need to play. You need to do every chalk play.
Yo, Robbie, can I tell you something? They had me rated as the lowest. Meanwhile, I got Chenault. I got Tyrell Williams. I got Mecole Hardman. I got
Mecole Hardman. Gross. Fuck out of here.
That's like 2018,
bro. As your second to last player, Mecole Hardman.
I wouldn't even take him if he was the only NFL player left in the NFL. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? We got nothing to do anymore. I'm moving on.
Hey, Pig, why do you hurt my soul so bad?
Even
the kickers in this game have a great are in a great spot.
Your game of the week. Where do we need to place that money?
Oh man, what's it gonna do a money one? Shoot. I kind of want the over on. If we're doing money, give me the over on the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. I think that our over is gonna be sick.
Love it.
Like if you're doing price picks type of stuff, man, give me Kyler Murray running yards, like 40 yards.
And these two have never played. I wrote about it in my Monkey Knife Fight article on Rumboyz.com.
I just want everything to do with that from a fantasy aspect. Like, dude, that defense kind of on both ends is pretty much doo-doo butter. So from that sense, I would say like that's what I'm looking at. Like, dude, look, every time I watch the Titans, they just get scored on. That's what they do. And this is when they had a better defense. So this year it's even worse.
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. But overall game I'm looking forward to, give me the Ravens and the fucking Las Vegas Raiders. I want to see it Monday night. I want to see if Henry Ruggs or Brian Edwards take a step forward.
My first Dr.
I would love that.
Okay,
Brian Edwards.
Okay. Can I just say one thing? Henry Ruggs is so underrated.
Randy Rhodes?
He is underrated.
Ruggs is going like round 15.
Henry Ruggs.
Are you kidding me?
He's undrafted in a lot of teams.
Bro, he has an opportunity. He may not get it, but at least he has a shot.
No,
I mean, we might watch a Derek Carr this season do what people do when they're about to lose their jobs, right? An Alex Smith step up, a fucking Jimmy G step up. Like people that are about to lose their jobs, all like Ryan Fitzpatrick is like, oh shit, I might not be on a team anymore. I'm gonna come up there and just be amazing. Like it fucking happens.
Darren Waller.
Hey, he was an MVP candidate one year, right? Before he got his leg busted.
Yeah.
He got bailed out that year by his receivers. But anyways,
Maybe a little bit.
I want to see
get
it
into
Monday Night Football, and that's it for me.
Let's get into. And I love that you highlighted Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football Monkey Knife Fight article dropping on drroto.com. Promo code DOC. I'm gonna be hooking y'all up. Promo code Rumboyz. I'm gonna be hooking y'all up. Yo, y'all realize I got multiple ways to fucking help y'all win money
sexually.
You got the hookup.
God damn it!
I'll let you hear me.
I was
Robbie with no pants on.
Me, and then she used to call me on my cell phone.
Oh, my hips don't lie.
Robbie said I'm gonna have my starts and my sits on one side of my teats, and you're gonna enjoy.
Start and sit on my.
I'm probably like God now. Oh, people now know way too much about me. I'm officially probably the worst, like, kinkiest person in the industry, and it's okay. Let's get into outros.
I love your brand, Robbie.
It's oh my God, you're funny. It's provocative. It gets the people going.
You know what I mean?
Shakira.
Yo, where's Jay-Z and Kanye when you need them? Because we about to get some.
We ain't trying to get that YouTube copyright. No.
I know. I don't want to. I pulled it down before. I didn't want them to shut it down.
But it's provocative. People like
baby,
that.
when you walk like that.
Herms, set it off with your outro, baby. Let's get it.
You can follow me on Twitter at HermsNFL if you are demented enough to do so. There are way better people to follow.
All demented people, pay attention.
Hold on. Wait, you realize that all that does for our fan base is just tempts them to follow you? Like, have you met these people? Have you seen this chat?
I am the Ronald Jones of fantasy analysts. So
no, you are.
I hate you, Herb, for saying that.
No, you are not. No.
Well, hey, in the open field, you are maybe, right?
Ooh. Oh, hell no.
He's just allergic to peanuts.
You can do a lot better with these guys, so we're on to Ping.
5-yard penalty. First down.
God damn it. No.
Rojo.
All right. You can find me at PangsPicksFF on Twitter. You can find me on SportsMe. You can also find me on Fantasy Six Packs article writing, which I will start kicking off eventually. Yeah, I keep saying that, but I never do. And you can also find me on AsianTwinkFeets.com. So,
God damn it.
What?
Also the same moniker too. PangsPicksFF.
It's just Pang's Picks without the K. Just it's fucking.
There's gonna be some unfortunate viewer. Of
Oh my God!
They're just gonna be like, "Fuck, Mom!"
Ooh, and subscribe.
Hey, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you want exclusive.
Apologies to Joey's mom.
No, for real.
She left a while ago.
I promise. I promise. Hey, for the $6.99, the Discord alone is worth it. Like the weekly picks that you're gonna get alone are worth it. The
when she hits on that Browns touchdown, when she hits on the Brown touchdown, she gonna be happy.
Oh my gosh!
50 yards to the house, baby.
It ain't 50 yard. Okay.
Malcolm Brown, maybe.
Larry, there.
No.
Larry. Oh, hey, let's plug it up, baby. Plug it up at Dynasty Hot Sauce on Twitter. This is at FF Larry Monkey. That's the show I host, the Hot Sauce Pod, and me and my partner at Run DFF. We drop episodes weekly. Listen to us. Oh, and I also did an appearance on FF Stories. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show. It's when Drunk History meets fantasy football. Those guys do a great job.
That sounds awesome.
Those guys do a great job out there. So check out my episode that dropped a couple weeks ago. That was a really great time, really great fun time.
Let them know I got a good story for them. Let them know.
Oh, hey, the premise of the story is they pick some random fantasy football guy, a guy from fantasy, a football player, and you talk about him and you get all fired up on your own before the show, and then you just start. It's you chat with these guys for like 2-3 hours, and you're drinking and partying the whole time, and they condense the important parts to make like a 30-minute, 45-minute episodes. Anyway, check out the FF Stories. Check out the Larry Monkey episode, man. I talk about Brandon Marshall. So While you're doing that, subscribe to the Dynasty Hot Sauce YouTube page. That would be amazing if you did that. We'd love subscribers, and we're on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. And yeah, man, just check us out. We love you. We love everyone. You know, we want to make your lives easier and just put a smile on your face. You know, whenever you give us a listen.
Mike.
Man, Larry had me at drunk fantasy or drunk history plus fantasy. So if you're not following FF Larry Monkey at this point, shame on you, because that sounds amazing.
Thanks,
I am at the third Mike, otherwise known as Mike Talenko, and I hang out at ibt_media.com. We're a little bit newer, but shout out. But we
love those motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
We marry the shit out of life with fantasy, and I write a lot of stuff on there about decision theory and using emotional intelligence and using cognitive theory and fighting your biases and that sort of thing when it comes to your lineups. So seriously, come check it out. We do some great stuff there, some great pods, and thank you very much. The other thing, I run the Giving League every year, so it's too late this year, but if you're like, man, I really want a really cool charity next year to deal with, I run the Giving League. It's a 48-team league this year, hopefully bigger next year. But for the past 5 years, we've been raising money for victims of domestic violence. And hey, I get a match from my company too. Not every league can say that. So I'm here to raise money for a good cause. So hit me up if you're interested.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Taco.
Yo, first and foremost, I want to say follow Mike, because what he's doing and what he's supporting, I feel like is totally awesome. And that's the kind of stuff that we really need to promote in the industry. Like, I mean, I do some things. You can find me at TDS Taco on Twitter. You can find me at TDS for regular stuff. But what Mike's doing is actually like super important for real life. And I think that's the kind of stuff that we need to promote. And that's the kind of stuff that needs to be actually to the forefront of this community. Because let's face it, everyone pretty much gives you almost the same information. Like, how many times are we all like, well, I agree with everyone what they said, but, you know, I'm going to just add a little bit of hot sauce to it, as Larry would say. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think that, you know, again, supporting those that have been victimized by domestic violence is something that it's one of those things that people don't talk about. And it's a very important thing, because you know what? We all live with someone in some sort of fashion, and they may be our domestic partner and they may not be our actual partner, as some people say, but you know what? They matter. And I just feel like that's something that really does matter. So if you want to follow anyone, follow Mike and support that cause, because that's amazing. And that's better than anything any advice I can give you. Mike's definitely going to get you better on that.
Taco.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, make sure you also follow Taco at TDS Taco.
I'm gonna come with some funky shit for the season. I've taken a little bit of time off because I have a couple guys that I work with, and it's been a little bit you know, it's hard sometimes when you're trying to run an organization. But I'll tell you this, me personally, I fucking love this shit. I love that Robbie had me on. I love chopping it up with everybody here. Specifically Herms, Ping, you know, Drop. We all been talking smack for a while. I mean, you know, I love hearing Ping's picks on some of these best balls, because best ball is not something I'm familiar with. So I watch Robbie and Ping when they're together, and to me, it like I was asking the other day, I was like, should I do some of these best ball leagues? He's like, nah, man, bro, get DFS. I put $5 in, came out with 16. It's better than nothing. Winning money is better than not winning money. So, you know, like I said, follow everybody on here, and it's going to get funky for us at TDS. So if you want to follow us, give us a follow.
Oh, yeah. Drop the mic, FF.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at Drop the Mic FF. You can find me at goingfor2.com. I actually just earlier before Rumboyz, co-hosted my first episode of the Fantasy Cheat Sheet, which will be on Friday nights. Nice. And more to come this season.
Joey.
Awesome. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at the Joey Wright. The Joey Wright. I write the waiver wire article for Razzball. And you can find my week one rankings on Fantasy Pros. I'm doing start sits every Sunday from 11:30 to 12:30 on SportsMe. Don't know if you guys have heard of it. Download that app. And if you like professional wrestling. I am the AEW guy over at the Wrestling Mat podcast.
Nice.
You could say I'm the elite member of that podcast. But yeah, check me out. And I just have to say that Drop the Mic gives the best hugs, which I can attest to from Canton.
I hate that I did not show up to this thing. You guys,
I don't know.
are on another level there.
Herms and Payne give pretty good hugs.
Yeah, I hug asses though.
I had a conversation with
Advice
Herms.
sucks, but my hugs are great.
Herms, we chopped it up on the porch for what, like
Christian
an hour
McCaffrey of hugging.
Friday night. That was awesome. Just hanging out with Herms. Just Herms
That's
and
my
Joey.
biggest regret, guys. I wish I would have been there with you guys. I swear.
I will be in Colorado
Next year. Hey,
in
next
2
year.
weeks.
Hey,
Me and
speaking
Rob-
of next year, there is the fantasy football analyst. Okay.
Here we
Fantasy
go.
football analyst.
I already know where this is.
Fantasy celebrity flag football game. 28 players, 4 teams. We're gonna, if you guys are interested in being a sideline analyst, a commentator.
I'm play-by-play.
I was gonna say I'll be there, but I'm sure as shit not gonna be in the game.
But no,
I would love to be with Herms and drop the mic on some commentary.
Hey, you can literally we are working out all the details. We are even making
And welcome into Canton, Ohio. Here we
And the weather is blowing to the left at 15 miles per hour.
So I'm gonna.
There could be
Hold
snow.
on, hear
It's
me out.
Canton.
Hear me out. Hey. We are gonna live stream the game for those that are not able to make it.
Oh
That's
my
why we are
God.
doing
Could
the
you imagine
whole-
the booth?
Hey, shout out. We don't know who we're gonna use yet, okay? But there will be fantasy aspects for those that are at
my
home
God.
and in the stands that will be able to draft players.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do you already have all the players?
You can bet on this.
This is Robbie 101.
I'm
101.
drafting Joey Wright as my tight end.
No. Listen.
101 right there.
Yeah,
right there.
I got Herms as my commentator one.
I guess
We are,
I guess I can
we
be
are
welcome
going to
in.
do- we are going to do a live draft. Okay, all players will have to commit to coming prior to the live draft. We plan on doing said draft in April, around the same time as the real draft, maybe a week
All
right
right,
after.
all right, Robbie. Us old heads have
So-
one question: is it tackle or flag?
It's flag.
Ah, right. I'm right.
Who are the
If I can drop 30
coaches?
pounds.
We got like Deion Sanders and
Hey,
like,
but-
Anthony Johnson.
hey, I will say this. I do wrap
Sponsored
up.
by NFL
I
Network.
I do wrap up. So like, if I go for your flag and if I wrap up, like, it just it is what
All
it
I
is.
want to do is I make sure that I can just swat one pass away from Robbie and just be like, and one, number one quarter, number one quarter. Woo, woo, woo,
Herms and I are gonna
Let's go,
recreate
Taco!
the greatest halftime show. Of course, I'm talking about Creed with the ribbon dancers.
I got
With
long
arms wide open.
I got long arms.
I'll
I got
be
long
left
arms.
shark.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has
Left
been
shark.
Rumboyz After Dark.
Yes.
You guys can follow me at Rumboyz R. There's my new account. At Rumboyz spelled a Z-N-E-T everywhere else on all other social media. You guys been following me on TikTok. I don't know why I haven't posted shit there in a hot minute, but I guess that's you guys telling me that you want it. Get at me on SportsMe. Download the SportsMe app.
Sports me, it's sports you.
Sunday morning, Rumboyz NFL AM. We about to get it popping. The team is ready. The team is ready. We're gonna
You
be
still doing in-game stuff for Sunday, Robbie?
Yep. Rum Zone is a thing. Rum Zone is a thing. I'll be on 12 hours during Sunday.
The Rum Zone, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
He said, fuck you. Whatever your guy name is with the glasses, I forgot his name.
Scott
7.5 hours of commercial-free football.
Listen. We've not had him for a while. He's a national treasure. I'm sorry, Robbie, but Scott Hanson is a national treasure.
He's not in
Hey,
charge
I'm a
of the Rum
national
Zone.
treasure as well. Fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz After Dark. We greatly appreciate all of you who have tuned in. And yo, fellas, y'all ready? Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do.
Dilly.
Dilly.
Empty.